5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday to you all. Oh, the reveals are slowly creeping out, aren't they? With the Pitbull and the M80, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Tiburon or the Starlight tonight. Or this afternoon, in fact, while we're streaming. They seem to be using X to promote these new vehicles. And we're kind of figuring out how they work and what they look like. Well, not what they look like, but what they have about them. Based on these images and nothing more. It's not easy. Quite easy with the Pitbull, but the M80. Intrigued to see more about that one. Anyway, 07 everybody, and welcome. JJ Sandman, how you doing? 07. Over on Twitch, we got Solomon, Sandman, Deacon, Ralphan, Soldner. Scrolling down. Jones, Mickle, City Gamer, Sizen, Mighty Steed, Marcon, Shadow Strike, Dendra, Kemi, Penguin, Ferk, pardon me, JKT, thank you so much for the 12-month resub, much appreciated. Joshua 07, Rift, Martel, Peanut, Quantum, Trino, Greater, Berry, and I think that's everyone so far. Unless I've missed anyone, do let me know. Halcyon 07, L Mike, welcome. Me too, Peanut, me too. I do hope that the PTU and Chris is on our side today. How has this latest build been? I haven't actually tried it yet. Oh, there's a lot of bar citizens. Yes, that's true. There's the Korea one. There's one somewhere else as well, isn't there? I can't remember where that is. I'm still working through the China bar citizen one. I love how they said it in Jian, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Gonji, thank you so much for the 28th month. Welcome. Flood, welcome. Les, good morning. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Spike, welcome. There's, DefenseCon is on the way. What are we on now? So almost exactly a week away from it. This time next week it's coming. I've got such a busy time. It's like this month with it being Summer's birthday. It's such a busy week ahead. Like tomorrow we got our landlord coming around to just sort out one of our skirting boards because there's been an ingress or egress of water somewhere. So it's coming to replace that. Seems to be fine now, but then on the weekend, my brother's coming. Then on Monday, there's no stream. On the 11th or the 18th, I think. The 11th, I'm seeing my auntie. And on the 18th, it might be Rachel's auntie. But we are going to see BB's World, or see BB's Land, at some point. I think this month as well. I can't remember. That's for the weekend. For Summer's birthday, so I'll get the dates and I'll put them in Discord so you know when things aren't happening. But yeah, definitely this Monday, next Monday, no stream. Right as things are starting to take off. I mean, this is always going to be the case. Summer's birthday is on the 27th of May, so it's like bang on a bank holiday. So we don't go anywhere necessarily on her birthday, and everyone wants to come and see her, of course, so it just gets busy. Yes, 18th, 11th and the 18th, both Mondays. No stream, thank you, mate. But it'll be fun all the while. You're getting your underwater gameplay, Kemi? Are you talking about what they were mentioning in the Bar Citizen? I mean, they did say not for a long while, but we know they've stated in the past that they would love to do like really in-depth kind of underwater stuff, kind of like Subnautica. Maybe not completely to the level of Subnautica because that is a dedicated game to underwater worlds, but there's no reason why, all the time in the world, all the money in the world, they won't eventually get there. Not to mention, we know boats exist. Submersibles, they've spoken about being a possibility in the future, but we are talking way off. Post 1.0 for certain. There's no way that's coming before 1.0. Araxius 07, welcome. Ferk, welcome. Loaded up an old Subnautica save, and it looks so beautiful. They're doing another one, aren't they? Subnautica 2 now. Volos, welcome. APOC, welcome. I believe they're doing a new one. I'm sure I saw like a trailer. I didn't see the trailer, but I saw a thumbnail for a trailer. Danger Hobo, how you doing? Welcome, sir. But yeah, so today, the plan is to go to DefenseCon at Area 18 and just take a look around the halls, see what they look like. No ships are there yet, so don't expect to see any vehicles. But we will talk heavily about the Pitbull and about the M80. I mean, we can start that now if you want. Let's get chatting away, because there's some cool stuff. We'll give APOC the floor as well once we get in there, and you can say what you want to say, mate. But I'm liking them both. The Pitbull is... It's an ugly duckling, as always with Drake. It looks horrific, but it's going to be one of these really irritating ships that is just going to be so hard to hit. You know, you want to keep your momentum going, keep moving around, firing on the person that you're firing upon and just sort of stripping their shields away. Deacon, thank you so much for gifting Chief a gift sub. Much appreciated. Beers and party, please. Chief, welcome. Zoned, welcome. I think that's it. Yeah, well, it's not... APOC always has a lot to say about ships, especially. So we're going to give him the floor, but we're going to have a safe word, because if he goes off on one for too long, he says just dial it, like reel him back, because he's a bit tired. So he might not know when to stop. So we'll have a safe word. Let's come up with a safe word. And if it happens, we can start spamming chat with it. What am I doing? I was doing something. The sub count, that's what I was doing. But yeah, from what APOC's been saying, like his thoughts on things, it's kind of aligning with exactly what I'm thinking with things like the real unknown is the M80 in terms of what its loadout is, because things can be tucked away, things can be hidden away on these sleek ships where they don't want just exposed weapons everywhere. They like to keep it looking cool. I really like the M80. Welcome, Arbiter. It's not something I'm going to buy. I'll definitely fly it because it looks fast. It looks like a really fast military test plane. And with its very low side and front and back cross-section, it's going to be, you know, clearly fast, but difficult to hit on that angle. You don't want to be rotating and exposing your top and bottom. It's probably going to be some form of, like, heavy interceptor, which is, you know, fast in a straight line. Those thrusters look tiny, the maneuvering thrusters, so it's probably not going to be able to turn and whatnot too fast. But, like I said in the video, I could see it in Dubai, like, you know, future Dubai, with the police markings all over it, chasing down these supercars. That's what it looks like. You have a shippy problem, yes. That's the best way of putting it. Derek, welcome. Biggs, welcome. Happy birthday for the other day, by the way, mate. Apologies I didn't say it on stream. Yeah, I don't know what the safe word would be, but we need something. Oz, welcome. Horny, welcome. You don't... Oh, so it's just... So the O is the head, the 7 is the salute. That's all it means. Took me a while to get my head around that. And now I use it all the time. Jason, welcome. Void, welcome. Oh, 7 guys. Yeah, so see, that's the thing. If it's 2 size 4s with 16... What are we thinking? Size 2s? Size 3s? Probably size 2 missiles. Then I would expect there to be some form of, like, tucked away weapon, or maybe an EMP or something like that. If it's following suit with, say, the Guardian. If it's if they're size 5s, then maybe not. You know, Galdarines and missiles make sense. Yes, you can't stop seeing it now, Horny, can you? Honey, sorry, not Horny. Just throwing out words. I suspect they will have more, unless they have some way of counterbalancing, you know, buffs and nerfs. What is 08? Is it a beer or something? I mean, it can be. We can call it a beer if you like. John Crew has us at a huge disadvantage with this year, and probably won't. Well, I just jumped with these wonderful ships they're making. Yeah, like already we've just seen 2 ships, and they're probably not the most exciting ships for me. Probably both the least exciting ships for me, and I'm excited about them. And then, you know, we've got the hammerheady Tiberian one, which I'm not too fussed about. I'm not a big hammerhead user. But the Starlight, definitely interested in seeing more on that one. I'd love to be doing some chilled refueling missions. But the Ironclad, we haven't seen that yet. Moon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Oh, question mark is the yes, the hook, the pirate version. I never thought about that. I like that. They could be weapon hatches either side of the cockpit. They certainly could, but bear in mind, there's a lot of component housing as well, I would think. So they could be components, they could be weapons. If it is size 4, as I say, I would be very surprised if they don't have additional weapons or some form of weapon available, like an EMP or some, you know, ones that can just open up. Obviously, Origin Kruger, they like to tuck their weapons away because they like their styling. So there is definitely a possibility there. Yo, Albright, how you doing? The legally distinct from the A-Wing. I can't really recall what the A-Wing looks like, to be fair. I don't know how I feel about the M80. I love parts of it and hate other parts. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, to be fair, Penguin. I feel like there's... I mean, it's kind of the way I am with most ships, but Origin isn't really my thing. Those fancy ships are not my thing. It looks, like I say, like a concept test ship for the military, like kind of like a secret test ship that is just more of a concept than an actual finished product. But at the same time, I think it does look very cool, and I bet it's super fast. I'm looking forward to taking that for a spin. E-Hawk, good afternoon, welcome. Yeah, we should be getting both Ironclad and Assault. So we're getting the Ironclad, the Assault. The Odin is going on sale, but not flight ready. The Commander module, obviously, is kind of, you know, you can either count that as a separate thing or a, you know, part of it. The Tiberian, maybe, I would think so. The Starlight, most definitely, with all the refueling stuff coming on. The Pitbull and the M80, we kind of know of now, that's coming. So, 8 ships that we know of. The only one that I don't know if it is releasing for, you know, flight ready is the Tiberian, but I would think it would be because obviously they've just done the gold standard of the Hammerhead. It's usually the perfect time for them to throw out some, what do you call it, variants when they're doing stuff like that. So, yeah, 8. 7 flyable, 1 concept, last concept, technically. We'll see. Gene, how you doing? Welcome. You ran out of fuel in the Wolf for the first time yet. Yeah, that's typical, isn't it? I bet you never happens again, though. But no, I'm interested in seeing what it's all about. Asnog, how you doing? Geotep, welcome. Are you all well? It's called the Matey. What, the hook thing? Is that what it's called? I've never seen it before, but I like it. Air Max, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Where's the day going? Must be Wednesday. Yeah, it's going fast. We're getting a lot of ships. Yeah, so... Oh, you reckon it has 4 size 4s like the MX? Either it's going to have 2 size 4s and some additional something. I wouldn't say size 4s because there's no really way to tuck them away, but maybe something else. I wouldn't be surprised if it has something like an EMP. If it is it could be an interceptor that's supposed to kind of stop ships chasing them down. It certainly, you know, could be a very similar thing to the QI. Philip, welcome. Bros, how you doing? You think there's another size 4 stowed away? We will see. There's definitely something more about it than just 2 size 4s and 16 missiles. Either it is 2 size 5s. I don't think it's going to be mammoths, personally. But, oh, the Matey, as in M80. I like that. Yeah, okay. Although I do like the Hook 08, kind of 07 salute. That could be called the Matey, because it's piratey. Oh, that's a good point. The audio team will have certainly gone to town with this M80. I cannot wait to hear those engines come to life. Yo, Ben, how you doing? Delphin, welcome. Are you well? Media welcome. Well, it's not that it should be a medium fighter. It really depends on what its loadout is. If it's a size 4s, then I guess so. But I'm sure it's more. There's more to it though. Rumors about 2 Gattac ships as well. Yes, and they will be Alien Week. Yeah. So basically, during the DefenseCon kind of sneaked footage of Aiden Arden, he running at the bottom. It said something about two Gattac announced 2 imminent ships or something along those lines. I think one will be the Railing though. Yeah, one's going to be the Railing. The other one, I don't know, because last we heard they were exploring more with, I think, new hires maybe, or training people up with Gattac. The RM80, the RM80. We can go that way if you like. Yeah, I like the Pitbull. It doesn't look nice. They never do these good old new Drake ships. They look like a hunk of metal that's just been sort of... They're like the platypus of the ship world. And, but my lord, it is small. If it is exactly what it's stated to be, you know, 6 meters by sort of 5 by 3, that thing, you're going to be able to load hundreds of them on certain ships. Yes, the Pitbull. Let me... What's the best way of finding this? Hang on. Let me just keep that playing for now. Let me get a picture. In fact, I'll just play my own video. That's a better idea. There we are. If you were like refusing to watch my video on it, you have no choice now. So that's the Pitbull. As you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's repeated. You got here, look, 1, 2. Oh, sugar! I didn't pause it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 size 1 laser repeaters from Klaus and Burnham. And then you've got what looks to be 2 size 2 down here as well. So 4, you know, energy repeaters total. They're small, of course. And then it looks like marksman ones, 6 of them, 3 on each wing. And these mounts look to be the MSDs 111. So you're not going to be able to get anything more than a size 1 on there, and only 1 at a time. Whether you can swap those out for anything else, I don't know. But big engine on the rear end. I don't know if you can see that. Big engine right at the rear. Tiny, absolutely tiny. Yeah, I'm hoping it is the Fury 50. I would say 40 would be about right, 40 to 45. I wouldn't want it to be any more than like around that price. When you consider the Merlin is about 25, you've got the Fury which is 50. Meet in the middle almost. It may be a little bit taller than the Fury, I can't remember. But imagine how many of these, like you look at that profile with the wings folded as well, it's just a tiny square, or rectangle. You can sit so many in many ships. So for example, you could probably fit one in like a Cutlass, I would think. Maybe through the door, I don't know. Can we get it in the Cutlass? But when you consider other ships like the Ironclad, the Idris, you'll probably be able to get more of these in there than you could get pilots for them. You'll need 100. We'll probably need more than 100 to be fair. Damage welcome, 07. Powered by a hamster wheel, yeah, probably. No, I don't think it'll have a quantum drive. Yeah, it's... I didn't get the Ironclad, no. I'll see about what I've got to CCU and the price of it. If there's something I can go to do that with, I will, but I doubt it. But no, we're unlikely to have a quantum drive. These snubcraft, like the Fury, like the Merlin, they don't have quantum drives. They're like parasite crafts, aren't they? They attach to other ones to take them places. who would like a non-military version of the Pitbull to leave in the Ironclad and pick up and transfer items to and from the mothership. Trouble is, you're not going to be able to transfer a lot. You may have some internal storage, you know, like just a cupboardy somewhere on the outside. Other than that, you're not going to be able to put anything on it. There's no room for it. It is just... I mean, sure, they could maybe make something with an attachment point if they felt like it would work, but I doubt it. It is going to be an absolute pain in the backside to take on one of these. Yeah, a swarm would... They're basically ants, but that fly. So, you know what it's like. You see one ant, it's annoying, it bites you, it hurts. You get a swarm of ants, it's going to be a problem. If... Like one of these, I'm sure many of us have tried taking on things like M50s. Or a wasp, yeah, okay. But they're so small. Ants are smaller than wasps. Wasps are kind of more like, you know, hornet size. If we're doing comparisons to the insect world. Taking on an M50 is just a pain in the ass for me. It really annoys me with how fast they are, how nippy and, you know, yeah, and that. How moving around, how quick they are to move around. This ship, you're going to want to just move and keep moving. Keep throwing all that energy, firepower, down onto the ship you're fighting. Not a big ship. It's better to keep it, you know, relatively small, up to sort of heavy size, to sort of chip away at their shields. You're going to really be helping to take down shields so that the bigger ships can penetrate. Right? White Beardy, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, the new flight suits look really cool. And there's some more racing ones as well now, isn't there? Great for the trench run. Yeah, quite possibly, in fact. You could have like 50 of you all going through. Although, I do feel though, like this is definitely going to be a very weak ship in terms of its armament. Sorry, its armor, its ability to take fire. It isn't going to be something that you want to have under sustained fire. You want to keep moving. You want to be as agile as possible and not get tracked. The minute that happens, it's going to fall to pieces. So the problem is you have like 50 of these on board of a ship. You launch them all. That is probably going to be, if you're not able to get out of there, a good chunk of people needing rescuing. Yes, if you find the ants in your pants as a swarm, or not a swarm, do they call them a swarm? I don't even know if they do. But yeah, that would be horrible. No Aegis flight suit. I'm sure I've seen an image of one though. There is one. When we saw the leaks a long while ago, before 4 actually started, I think, or maybe during the early Evocati ones, I think every manufacturer almost had a flight suit. If it's a tiny power plant, it can't resist the distortion long enough to sneeze, no. Trench suicide run. Yeah, that's true. That's going to be more capable. Can't wait for me to edit and upload my new episode of the off-grid stuff. It's recorded. I need to get that edited. We have, whatever ships are going to be revealed maybe today, soon. I've got Bar Citizen for China. The monthly reports tonight as well. I will crack on with that probably on an evening time because I enjoy editing the off-grid stuff. Yo, Catalin, how you doing? Oh, 7. But yeah, I'll probably work on that on the evening. I'm also still trying to get up my my camping stove video review, which isn't really that important because, it's not work, but yeah, dad jokes, how you doing? Found a flight suit in live. What, one of those flight suits? Flight suits? Oh, Drake flight suit. I think, did they show Drake? I can't remember if they did. I know they're available in the halls now to see, aren't they? Let me just double check. But yeah, so that's that one. This is the M80, which is kind of cool. None of them are like super my thing. So there was a Mirai one, I think. Is that Mirai? No, a Murray Cup one, a Drake one, a Kruger, and then an Anvil. Which, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen loads of other ones as well already. It may have stealth character. There's definitely going to be something about it. I personally, if I'm going to take a complete guess, I would say it's going to be the origin version of the Guardian QI. I reckon it'll have some form of IED, not IED, what do you call it? Quantum enforcement device. Stuck it in suit. Yo, boy, how you doing? What on earth is that? Deacon, what you found? Hang on, I can't click the link. What's going on? There we are. Yeah, the Drake one. I'm not a big fan of that one, to be fair, with it being red. It just looks a bit naff. Yo, Sir Lan, how you doing? Yeah, some form of quantum device is what I would expect, but until we see... Because with it being... looking like it's focused on speed, and atmospheric speed at that, not just space speed, you know, like the Herald, for example. I certainly expect this to be something that is intended to chase things down. An interceptor, something, you know, if you are an interceptor, if you are trying to capture a bounty, you will want to fly fast, strike with your QED while you catch up to them. Calpin, thank you so much for the 42 months, my friend. Beers and party, please. Yeah, at this time, flight suits, racing suits are a little bit better than flight suits, but there will be other trade-offs as well. It's not just, you know, EVA capabilities, defense capabilities, signature, that kind of stuff, maneuverability, quiet, you know, audible sounds and stuff. They're all part of the balance that will go into Starware. Bigger than a Firebird? Well, this one, maybe. Yeah, I would think so. Oh, Quantum Dampener. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Chris, how you doing? You think it's the counterpart to the Sabre? Could be. I suppose they're sort of similar in that way, aren't they? They removed racing contracts probably because they were not updated for 4.0 when they brought in the server meshing. They may have mentioned that recently. I know they mentioned... They spoke about it. Oh, they also want to redo them and maybe have like a medical unit next to the racetracks, a spawn point next to the racetrack so you can get your ship. That's the last we heard about it, I believe. And that was quite recently. It was a Star Citizen Live, I think, with the ship team or the mission team. Maybe the mission team. If you watch, hang on. You might not have seen my video yet, Asnog. And the 16 missiles, similar to what the Guardian has, which in my the top or bottom those side profiles will be pretty difficult for clear tiny maneuvering thrusters. Like police forces using a heavy style straight line, but not able to turn too well. Likely more of a heavy style interceptor. I could actually see the local police forces using these with lights and liveries. I think that would be cool. A bit like how you would see in Dubai the police force in their supercars. I can see that being a thing, especially around places like, I don't know, Goss or the high-end locations. Exactly the same train of thought there, Asnog. My stream starts in 24... Is it still doing that for you? I don't know why it is showing that for you, mate, but there aren't many others that seem to have that. I don't know if it's a you thing or a my thing. I know someone else had that same issue. But yeah, so they're the two new ships so far. Tonight, again, we may see something like the TOBII, more likely the Starlight. I think they'll tease the Starlight on X today, and we'll get to see what that finally looks like, which is your solo, I'm assuming, refueling ship. That's the expectation of that one. Yeah, the maneuvering thrusters. Well, the maneuvering thrusters, they look cool, but they look tiny. In comparison to the rear thrusters, they don't look like they're going to be able to move it at the speeds that it could possibly travel at. That's my opinion, anyway. Sketto, how you doing? Welcome. They have said, Jason, now, in terms of wheels, like, Yogi really wants to have, what do you call them? Runways. As much as they won't need them, he certainly wants people to be able to land and take off using runways. They're obviously going to be pretty much useless for any ship, even ones with wheels, but he thinks it would be cool, especially for doing, like, landings where you might not have thrust or something, and you can just use aerodynamics. So that would be kind of cool. Oh no, I haven't. I don't think I have media. Let me just check that out. Thank you. Yeah. Drake CEO, did you say? That's the RSI CEO. Mithras, thank you for the juicy cheer, my friend. Exclamation cheers, thank you so much. Have you just joined in, Geo? It might just be catching up problems, but it could be that that server's going down. Oh. Yo, Brutus, how you doing? You'd like to see more wheels on some of these ships, even if you're not taxiing somewhere, they still make sense. I think it would be cool. Like, I love the Avenger. I love doing, like, rolling landings with the Avenger. But again, like I say, Yogi would like that at some point, but it's not a, what do you call it, a priority by any means. It's something that would be cool in the future if there's a need for it, or if it's just for the rule of cool, but yeah, right now there's no need. I'll be looking forward to seeing Michael Douglas at DefenseCon. Michael Douglas? What are we talking about there? Is that who Adam looks like? Oh man. I feel like the Starlight might be a somewhat reskinned Starfarer to a degree. But yeah, I don't want it to be just looking like the Prospector or Fortune. That's true. That would be a bit annoying. Meta, thank you, mate. He did do a great job, actually. Yeah, I went and got my haircut yesterday. Finally, it's been so long. Country Campers, how you doing? 07. Jackal, welcome. 07. The last 8 days are the worst when I need to wait for something. Hurry, is it getting to you? You want to land on a box truck with a 767 in Newark, New Jersey. Why? Just for the fun of it? Smaller adds more cases. It could be useful, even if reducing its capacity. What we talk? Oh, sorry. I hope it's at most the size of a Freelancer. What, the Starlight? I personally think it might be a little bit smaller than the the Freelancer, a little bit bigger than the Prospector, maybe one or two, probably two fuel tanks, Starfarer fuel tanks. One, well, you can put anything in them, but ideally it would be one for hydrogen, one for quantum, because a lot of the missions require both, even the starter missions. So I think it'll be a starter ship that's smaller than the Freelancer, but maybe slightly bigger just to fit, you know, the tanks on, maybe side by side, sort of back to back, sorry, front to back. So you've got the cockpit, and then you've got one tank, two tanks, engines, that sort of thing. That's what I think. Your wallet is getting off easy this year. There is nothing that interests you. Really, Zinko? Oh, I wish I felt that way. The Expanse chassis would work well for the refueler. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It you know, there's a lot of ships that, like Arbiter says, I don't want another reskin of a Fortune or Prospector. It was a bit like, it looks like a Prospector. I'm not even a big fan of the Prospector design. It's a nice ship, nice view, but it looks a bit silly. Yo, Maniacal, how you doing? Starlight, small ship that has headlamps that punches way above its weight class. What, literally punches? Think they will add new, smaller tanks to those. Maybe. I think the downside, I mean, maybe because you've got an issue with the whole mole and the Prospector sharing bags when really they shouldn't be. So they could do their own variation for a smaller ship, but the problem is the tanks, as it stands right now, I mean, obviously they can tweak numbers, but you do one mission or a couple of missions where people need hydrogen and you can use all of your fuel from that one tank. So in a smaller ship, you know, unless they tweak the missions, which they certainly could do in terms of how much fuel they want or the different sort of alterations they can make to fuel capacity, usage, and so forth. As it stands right now, one tank isn't that much, to be fair. Deacon, thank you for gifting Ralph and a sub. Much appreciated, my friend. Beers and Patty, as always. Thank you so much. 322 gift subs. Holy moly. Above the weight class headlights. Look like super bright headlights. Well, yeah, I don't know about upgradable headlights. That would be kind of useful. I think this landing with 767 was a reference to this aviation accident where a passenger plane clipped a box truck passing by on a freeway close to... Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Calvin, how you doing? Welcome. Oh, was it a reference to falling down? Have I seen that? I can't remember. You finally got your Wicklow Idris. Congratulations. That must have been quite the grind. Ready for TSG. We can ship craft... Yes! So weapons are getting added to the blueprint pool. That's something to briefly talk about before we jump in. So a lot of the missions now support or give out blueprints for various weapons. Also, this is interesting, and I'm kind of glad about it, but the crafting speed for all weapons of different sizes have been increased. Now, in testing of crafting, it was only 1 minute 30 seconds for basically everything, which does feel a bit quick. For size 1, 9 minutes per weapon. For size 2, 16 minutes. Size 3, 28 minutes. Size 4, 49 minutes. Size 5, 1 hour and 26. And size 6, 2 hours, 31 minutes. Off the top of my head, it sounds like a lot. Or it feels like a lot. But, of course, there needs to be a reasonable reason to, you know, when it comes to, I think they're sort of balancing it with the idea of base building as well. Like, how long is it going to take to build a house or a ship based on these values? Maybe too high, but I don't know yet until we do some testing and we see how that feels. It just, off the cuff, it just looks a bit like, that's a long time. Because then, I guess, I mean, you can still use your crafter, can't you? It just queues it. Also, for now, it says that there are no modifiers to the ship weapons when crafted. But in a previous, like, tech preview when they were testing transit systems, there were modifiers like plus 20% for integrity, plus 10% for alpha damage, and 10% fire rate. There's a lot, obviously, in weapons that they can tweak in terms of stats to provide a bonus there. But many missions have now blueprints for all the different types of weapons. Not seeing NDBs on there though, but you've got Eckhart, you got Full Strike on Station B, Headhunters missions, Nix Foxwell missions, Stanton Foxwell, Stanton Headhunters, Pyro Headhunters, Pyro Foxwell. So kind of spread out, and you've just got to pick the ones that you want and go after them. You couldn't care less about refueling Pitbull. It's snub size M8. M80 visually looks good, but meh. Ironclad meh. I have the whole B and whole D. Fair enough. Fair enough. I am very excited for the Ironclad, though. Absolutely. I just want to know if stats on ships' components are lost on insurance claim. They shouldn't be. Has anyone tested that? I don't think they are. You should get back the exact version with the stats that you've crafted, but I haven't tested it, nor have I heard anyone testing it, so it's a good question. Yo, Zadoza, how you doing? You got time off work just to potato the couch, is what you're happy to do. Sounds like a perfect day ahead of you, mate. Oh, man. I hope we hear more about their changes to these you know, weapons and fire rates and so forth. Yo, Tech Warrior, 07. But yeah, so nice to see all of these blueprints getting added. So, you know, 4.8 components, weapons, all craftable. Many of them craftable. Obviously got to unlock the blueprints first. More missions, more reason to go for them. You know, my off-grid stuff, I'm kind of seeing it as having like a main overarching story, which is just basically trying to acquire the components, like craft my own components, more so than armors and weapons. So if I can get in there and start crafting some, you know, good components for my clipper, that would be kind of cool. Zero, thank you so much for the 10 stream streak. Hang on a minute, I pressed the wrong buttons there. Apologies. Right, let's jump in. We have DefenseCon to check out first and foremost. Again, there's no ships there. There's things like the suits to check out. We'll check those out. Have a look around. APOC can say what he wants to say about the ships. And then we'll jump in and sort of try and do... Well, we'll be jumped in already. We'll try and do some Xenothreat stuff. Let me just get a coffee while we're loading. But no, I'm really looking forward to this year's DefenseCon. There's going to be a lot of fun ships to try out there. Not the only thing that I'm interested in possibly picking up, which would be a CCU. I don't buy things outright anymore, but it would either be CCU to the Ironclad or a CCU to the Starlight. That is the only things that I have any interest in. Oh, we've just got to... Let me just... No, crap, wrong one. Ugh. Before these shaders start optimizing, let me just change it to high. Oh, it is on high. Good, good. Let's just leave that as. Let the shaders optimize, and then we'll jump in. Sure thing, APOC. I mean, I'll be longer with these shaders anyway, so you take your time, mate. From what I have been seeing is we will need to insure the ship before we claim the ship. Yes, so the way it works in 4.8 is any modification you do to your ship, you will then need to then go to your ASOP terminal and hit insure. And then if you then, in your MobiGlass or physically change the something else on your ship, you've got to then hit insure again. And you should get back, after paying a price appropriate to what those things are, the exact thing back. They shouldn't revert to standard. They should. Is that how it works? So if you've crafted an item, like a component, a power plant, stuck it on your ship and made this, insured it, you should get that item back with the stats, shouldn't you? Or you have to store the ship after modification. You can't just do it while it's on the pad. I thought you could. Ralphian, how you doing? It's looking pretty sexy. What do you think of it? Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get the crafting ability in the clipper, unfortunately. Sooner than later, I would like to think. Let me just put the put this back on for you. Just while we're waiting. So 11%, so it might be a little while. Nicholas, how you doing? What if they make it attachable to the Drake ship, like the Merlin? Or like the Kraken? Do you mean the Pitbull? I don't think they will. Obviously, it can land and be stored in a lot of places, but I don't think they'll make it like attachable. Yeah, no, it's not. It's only glittery unicorns don't count. No, only components and weapons, skins, I believe. But I don't know if you get those back. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I know what should. Yeah, definitely should and will are two different things. But I'm definitely interested if anyone has tried that. If anyone has tried crafting an item in the PTU, putting that crafted item on your ship, insuring it, claiming it back as, insured claim, do you get the exact stats back on that component? Or does it reset that component back to, the default stats? Yeah, they've made it more of just a money sink now. It's good that you can get your default ship back immediately, and then go out and get your ship back, and then claim your fancy ship. Kind of useful. Yes, I think so, El Mike. The idea being is that you're not going to sit there and just watch your fabricator do the thing. Do we know if the fabricator runs offline? So while you're not in-game, does it continue on? Like prison sentence? If it does, then that's not too bad. Yeah, we need to test this stuff. I wonder how many blueprints will be lost between patches going forward. Hopefully none. They shouldn't. I mean, they've been doing a lot of work to the entitlement process, and you know the way that these things are tracked, like the back-end systems. So they want to get to the point, obviously, where things don't go missing at all, especially things like blueprints. But yeah, that's not to say that something won't. When 4.8 hits, do we know if the stats on ship components are being changed again? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if stats get changed from time to time, throughout. But I don't know if 4.8 specifically is bringing changes to that. Mac, how you doing? What I want to know is if all the things that we have crafted will reset to bog standard again when 4.8 comes along. Yeah, Fox has been testing it a lot, hasn't he? He has some really... There are a lot of nuances to how this claiming thing works, so I do suggest watching Fox's video on it, because he has done a lot of testing, a lot of breaking down all the little finer details. Trino, in this CitizenCon, they said it continues, but when it runs out of resources, it stops. That's true. That's true. Yeah, so basically, scrapping a ship just means it removes it from your hangar, essentially, and you'd have to then reclaim it. But we only have 25 ships spaces in each hangar. So if you want to spawn, if you have 25 ships already spawned, you want to spawn another one, you're going to have to scrap a different one to get that back, to get the new one. Yo, Ambassador, why are the size 6 weapons in the blueprint pool? What are we thinking, mammoths? Are we thinking mammoths for the M80? Is that what you're thinking? Has anyone been chosen to purchase the Odin? I haven't sent a letter in. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, so this fabricator, we're going to be able to use that to craft ship weapons, just sort of temporarily until they bring in the bigger ones. It's kind of like a way around it for now. But and with that, they'll probably balance the timings. But it's we will get bigger fabricators, of course, and any item that is too big to be actually fit inside our fabricators at this time will clearly not be used by this fabricator, but for the time being it's supposed to be just a stopgap. We will get bigger ones, but that could have something to do with times and whatnot. 2-minute reclaim for the Rambler. Yeah, the small ships don't seem to be as affected. Is that with when you do the insured claim? Yeah, it'll send it to your inventory if you craft something too big for the fabricator. It'll be in your hangar, basically, your freight elevator inventory. Oh no! Well, it depends. And if you don't own the ship and you scrap it, then yes, it will remove it completely. But if you do own it, if it's a account-bound ship or you've bought it, then it will not be completely removed from your ASOP terminal. It'll just remove it from the list of ships that are currently spawned or available to, bring up the elevator. Thank you, APOC. Yeah, instant if you... Oh, so you can still expedite then, that's good. A rather large, dangerous firecracker. In what way? Feudal, how you doing? Mighty. Yeah, it's a temporary thing, Sandman. They stated in... Was it a patch notes or somewhere that because they don't have the bigger fabricators yet, temporarily we will be able to craft larger items than the fabricator can hold, and they will just be sent straight to your inventory until they get the bigger crafting fabricators in. Can we not equip size 6 weapons already ourselves? I thought we could. If there's a set limit on the number of ships at a location, then I hope they will allow each of those ships to be rendered in our instanced hangars. Like, back in the day, that's probably way too expensive, but... Oh, you mean like... Well, you can... There's no, like, room to put them at the moment, because generally in each hangar, the lift is too, you know, it's the full floor, really. That's not to say that you won't be able to bring ships up and put them in your hangar, but... Yeah, I wonder if they would count towards the 25. I would think so, because that's what allows them to see what needs to be insured or claimed or scrapped. So I don't think you're going to be able to land, you know, like or put your hover quad to the side. It'll still class as a ship in your hangar and one of the 25s, because it is now registered as a ship you currently have and own, and you will need to have access to insuring it and so forth. Yo, Phantom. Yeah, we will get extra space, but not for a long while. They want to bring modular hangars where we can eventually add rooms and things to them, but that's a long way off. Oh, right, that's the only size 6 there is there? Oh, I didn't know that. Right, 48%, we're getting there. I would think the cutter would fit in the Ironclad with its roof closed. Maybe too tall. It is quite a tall ship. What's the current height range? Nexus, thank you so much for the 12 months, my friend. Beers and party, please. Thank you, sir. How are you doing? No skill, welcome. Are you joining us today, Nexus? I don't know why they limited it to 25 specifically. I guess it's something that they can change, though. But yeah, I don't know. Excellent, Nexus. Excellent. Well, it depends on the size of the forge, I guess, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. 53%, we're almost there. Is it too loud? Sorry. We're probably back to some quieter music now as well. Some tracks just go super loud. Some of them go a little quieter. Whoops. Almost time, and we'll be jumping in, checking out the halls, and then, yeah, seeing what we can do against the Xenothreat. Apparently they've made it harder, so let me just read the latest patch notes and information. Bear with me. So the patch as of last night, tactical strike groups polished, further performance, audio, art, and LOD polish, added hostile ships around the power relay, so that's making it a little harder. Return of Xenothreat, further difficulty balance polish. Could go either way, I guess, we don't know. Updates to component crafting times on the fabricator, as I've just outlined. The crossbow damage adjusted from 140 to 123, so it's a little less. Projectile weight from 0.5 to 1, so the weight is a little heavier, so that means probably less range, more drop. And of course, putting it on your body would add more. Increased plasma grenade duration from 9 to 10 seconds, just a second addition there, and added flight suits to Lorville's, Tamnian Sons, and Cordry's at Levski as well, plus a load of bug fixes. So the patches are not really anything too overly... They're getting more into just balancing what we already have and tuning what we have, polishing what we have, rather than, you know, big old changes and new features. Oops. 63% Big Welshman, how you doing? To the chat, yes. Cannot wait to see that. You should be a conductor. More like Pedro. Shield, happy Wednesday. Recap, good day, guys. So what's everyone thinking of picking up then? Anything? Nothing? Specific things for me? I'm looking forward to testing them all and trying them all. But mostly the Ironclad and the Starlight. Other than that, the rest are not too much my thing. Have you applied to buy it, Phantom? Are you wanting to? The Iron Chad, it's one of the nicknames. Binks. The Iron Chad or the Fatterpillar is kind of the names that people came up with. Nothing but the Chad, fair enough. Gonna wait and see what's what at DefenseCon, Solomon. Good idea. Oh, you already own it, Sandman. Oh, you're lucky, man. Yeah, they call it the Iron Chad just because it's kind of like chunky and fat. The Mini Clipper, yeah. It's a cool design, is the Drake stuff. I do love how completely distinctive these ships are, you know, and especially the ones that they've revealed just now. You've got the Drake Pitbull and the M80 from Origin side by side. You know, two of the newer ships. They are completely different. Nobody owns the Odin, Binks. Nobody owns it. It's not even gone on sale yet. Oh, yes, I need to sort my command list out. Sorry, my fleet. I knew there was something. I have you and Deacon written on my whiteboard because I've got to do all the stuff Deacon has pinned. And I thought I'd completed the stuff you asked me to, which was the, you know, the quick updates on Discord. But actually, the reason why I wrote your name on there was for the fleet stuff. But I thought I'd done what you asked and completely forgotten. Let me go write it back on. Hang on. Let me just write Sandsman Fleet. There we are. Now I can't get mistaken and delete it again. Yeah, such a noob. You're a Clipper fan, Ben. Sames. 92%, we're almost there. You've got a few $100 credit, so you may be getting the M80 if it's not too much. I feel like out of all of them, the M80 is going to be one of those that is just like, it feels like it's worth, it's more than it's worth. Just purely because it's Origin, it's sleek, it's fancy, it's a heavy fighter. Definitely 250 plus. Yeah, I'm thinking about 300. Maybe a little more with the Origin tax, but hopefully not. Josh I, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, Pitbull's going to be an LTI token for many, for sure. Oh, we're done. Okay, hang on. What have I done here? Let me just pause the music. There we are. And get the game back up. There we go. Right. Finally. How much was the F8? Thing is, you look at it, it just looks like it's going to have a big old cost to it. Don't be skipping now, you. H. This is new. Has it always said that? Oh, it has, hasn't it? Did it always say that little blurb, or has that changed? I feel like it's changed a little bit. Not that I ever really read it anymore, but that seemed different. Yeah, next Thursday, 4.8. I think so. Oh, that's the melt value, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. The only thing worse than Origin tax is alien tax. The fact that it's got its own tax terminology now. If they ever rework the MSR, I hope they do a part 2 of the short film. Yeah, I mean, that would be a cool little series to watch. They will definitely rework the MSR. I know they've said that they want to add a second entrance near the cockpit and so forth, so there's definitely plans there. Stealth tax. Well, no, the Prowler's alien tax. That's why that's up there. Stealth tax, I don't know if that exists. The Starlight, Chippy, how you doing? That's a new starter refueler, I assume. The Starfarer is, of course, the big refueling heavy. Starlight, as you would imagine, is a smaller version of that. And with all the fueling changes, improvements, missions coming in 4.8, they will likely want to put out a kind of entry industrial sort of starter ship for that profession, like what we've seen with the Prospector, Golem, that kind of stuff. For the next patch, probably Orison. As an org, we kind of said it generally where we can spawn the Revenant the easiest. But people are free to put their stuff wherever they want, you know. But of course, when we do org meets, it can be, or org ops, you all have to sort of come to the same location. Yo, FD, that's all right, my friend. All going well here. How are things with you? Had a nice day yesterday. Went to get a haircut. Got some Schleich, you know, those little animals that are like realistic animals. Every time we go somewhere that has like they sell them, we just pick up one because they're damn expensive. So we just pick up one here and there. Right now we're trying to tick off the Lion Guard, Lion King series. So we got a Komodo dragon. I wanted the Komodo dragon and the snow leopard to tick it off. So we got those two, and then we got a cool like blind bag from Yorkshire Trading, in fact. Space, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. They do like half price Schleich things at Yorkshire Trading, so we're like, we'll sneakily get those. Oh yeah, I wonder if the Origin issue or the Orison music bug is fixed in 4.8. Has anyone experienced that? Starlight had some unfortunate plastic surgery. What do you mean? You've been playing Everness to Neverness waiting for 4.8. I've never heard of it. What is it? This is taking a while to load in. All work and no play. Is that what you're in at the moment? Big up Yorkshire. Yeah. Yorkshire Trading Company. Or Yorkshire Trade. It is Yorkshire Trading Company, isn't it? It's one of those places where you can find really cheap stuff all the time, but they occasionally have like some pretty decent brands sort of snuck in there, and Schleich's one of them. Oh, Anime GTA. Oh, okay. The actress in The Boys is called Starlight. Oh, fair enough. All right, let me get TOBII working. Rightio. Let me sort out this. Where are you guys? Are we all just meeting at DefenseCon? I'll make my way there. Let me get dressed for the occasion. Do we have any access to any of these new flight suits yet? Like in terms of, do we just have them given to our accounts at all? Or do we actually have to go and grab them? In fact, let me check helmets. I'm not seeing any. I don't. Oh, I've got undersuits ticked up as well. That's annoying. The hell? Okay, that's not it. Doesn't look like it. Never mind. Oh yeah, I've got that one, but that's not the same one. All right, let me just figure out what I'm wearing, because with it being PTU, I don't think I'm gonna go all RP. Let me just get into something that I'm gonna wear for the mission, maybe. Retro, thank you for the follow, by the way. Are we going in civvies? Okay. Let's just go in civvies then. We can do that. Oh, I picked this up the other day. Oh, hang on. I do like that. It's probably nicer in... Yeah, we'll go with that one. Pair of trousers, something like that, perhaps. Seem to have some sunglasses on. I don't know why I've got sunglasses on. I never put them on. Not to my knowledge, anyway. And as a Drake fan, I need to find my Drake hat. So I will... I tell you what. We do need to represent. There we are. See what else I have. That's Drake. Yeah, there it is. Excellent. Right, we're ready. I'm coming. I'll join chat in a second. Komodo dragon. No, not in Star Citizen. Schleich. Animals. Little toy animals. The only thing that might pull... Oh, yes, the stingray. Forgot about the stingray. We might see one of those tonight. On Twitch, X. No need for the mighty TOBII. What, me? The good thing and the bad thing about having an org is you don't need any ships. Full stop. Yo, Bennett, how you doing? We can get my area 18, can we? Okay. That's, you know, I don't need any. He's kept up with his calisthenics in game. I actually did workout yesterday, in fact. But yeah, this guy's clearly ripped. Look at his little bit of boobage. Oh, come on, frames. Come on. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a... Oh, Cybin, how you doing? I think it's supposed to be a hammerhead with a laser beam. I really hate the LODs on the weapons. They shouldn't be... I've got it set to high, so... I mean, unless we can't change LODs right now, but... They just look like really boxy, even from close up. Are you in Whitby, are you? We still love going to Whitby for fish and chips. Every time we go there, there's... What's all this lot doing? Oh, man, is something broken? Or is this you lot? Hang on. It's you lot! I'm going to jump into my Discord channel. There are so many of you. I am not joining that channel today. That is just going to be pure chaos. I can already tell. You flipping loons. Where is it? There it is. Alright, we're good. Out of feet. I saw everyone there and I thought, is this everyone or is this just another group? And of course, it's you lot. Looking like degenerates, throwing whales around.
Yep, that's us.
Oh, hey up, we got actual VoIP working.
After every...
Hey?
Okay, I'm gonna ask everybody to stream on VoIP just to test the test.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing everyone.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Phantom.
Does it work for me?
Is this... Can you hear me at all?
Not all of us. Not all of us.
I don't think I'm speaking through
Hello?
VoIP yet. Hang on. I can hear you, D.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me? I can hear Deacon.
All right, let's get VoIP on. What's...
Bold.
Hang on.
You're the bald one.
Deacon did what?
Are you hearing me now?
Hello, Starboard.
Yep.
Hey, everybody pile in.
No, no.
VoIP's working. What's going on? Please, please,
There
please.
we go.
I'm clutching at straws, but if they fix VoIP for the time being, just for the, you know, for moments, that would be nice.
Well, you have asked them like 5 times.
5, just 5. Is that how many you counted? Holy echo chamber,
Well,
yeah.
5
Yo,
today.
sir.
Point, please.
Yeah, 5 just today, yeah.
Alright, I can hear you guys in game now. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you at all.
Honestly, based on this, I hope VoIP doesn't work.
A coin, please.
I'm kidding, Phantom. I can hear you, of course, mate.
A
Does it work
coin,
for me again?
please. Anyone?
I got a coin for you. Right at the bottom of my boot.
Coin, please.
Well, I thought we agreed to ignore him.
Area 18's gone
I
downhill.
coin. I need a bang gold, please.
Hello?
Well, is it just this lot
hear you,
sitting around throwing picos around or whatever it was? Flipping typical.
Hello?
We hear you as well, Bob.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
Oh yeah, you don't need any
Of
lights
course,
on
yeah.
to use TOBII.
In this expo.
In fact, let me
Yeah,
show
my
you.
mom.
This is the beauty of TOBII, is that it's infrared.
Imagine being a random on this train right now.
I think there is a random on this train. He's hiding off in the bottom corner.
I gotta go grab my
There you go, look.
beverage.
Works.
I
Wunderbar.
gotta go grab my
Did
beverage.
it,
I get my Kraken first.
Oh, look at these. Look what the t-shirts hung up.
Not on sale.
It
Oh,
will be.
enemy.
Deacon, stop holding my hand.
Do you want to hold my hand, Deacon?
Oh god, I should
Yes.
have taken. Kraken not on sale. Oh god, I should have taken the other elevator inside. The hordes are here. The mass system arrived.
Are you talking about us lot? Alt, how you doing?
To be fair, we did take over like the
Colourful
entire
helmet
train
was-
station.
Yep. It was a bit chaotic around there.
Well, we haven't crashed the server yet.
Oh, now you've gone and said it. I think they get it
You
from
jinxed us now.
this one here, look. Tamney and Sons, Area 18, and a few other places as well, I believe. You can get it right now. But they're the new... We'll go and see them. I'll show you them, in fact. Hopefully, we can buy them.
If you get lost, if
You
you
won't find
get
them.
lost, wait on the direct sign and call for Daddy Nexus. He'll come and get you.
The other elevator inside. The hordes are here. The masses have arrived. Yeah.
That's weird. Was that APOC? That was... It's doing that repeaty thing again, which is... Oh, Cubby Blast, that's it. You're on the booze already. There's always one.
Yeah, it's smaller than I expected. It's the old model. It's the old model.
This guy's just gone default character. Couldn't be bothered doing anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're nearly trapped.
It's got the antenna on top. It's the old model.
How's it going?
Wait. Why are you wearing? Get
Oh,
out!
come
Get
on.
out.
He says sending me a friend request. I'm leaving.
I sent you a friend validate it. Validate you or not. That's you or not.
Someone
Leave me
farted in the
alone.
elevator, by the way.
Hang on, we got...
I'm going up the stairs.
Hello there.
I'm just going to mute you, Nexus, in the... Just in... Discord.
Whoever
doesn't
that
work.
was in game, your mic might be the wrong mic.
No worries. I'll tell him this.
Oh, is it? Okay, I gotta fix.
Right, if VoIP's working, we might as well
I'm
stick
going
to
up the
VoIP.
stairs.
Yeah, your mic's different, right?
Me, Phantom. Yo, Trick, how you doing?
Stairs not working.
This is gonna be our future capital.
Well, I mean, I don't know. See, TOBII and VR are very different. There's pros and cons to both, and it's like I like using both for various reasons. But she's a bit of a beast.
That's our future home right there.
Oh yeah, no, I was just thinking that. I was gonna say when we get these, not Furies, Pitbulls, we're gonna have to see how many we can fit on it.
The nail clipper.
Yeah, the nail clipper. Probably do as much damage. Ooh, she's a beauty. All right, let's get looking. Everyday
Javelin
heroes.
is, rentable, guys.
Get out of here. Yeah, it's like VR is cool. I mean, it's the best for immersion. It depends on, you know, what you consider gaming. I think it's great for gaming, but it's obviously in terms of like PvP, is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse? FPS versus ship flight. It's like there's trade-offs, and a lot of it is just based on, I suppose, expense, performance, PC, your preference. There's a lot of things to consider. It's never just a blanket of, oh, the ships are here. It's never just a blanket statement of this is best, this is worse. There's so many things to consider.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yo, G-Sharp, how you doing? Frames 13. Getting 13 frames, so not the best. Oh yeah, the music's just kicked in for me. Have we got new t-shirts?
Very Drake.
It amazes me how these events feel like Citizen Cons, just with a little bit more crazy outfits.
Without the smell.
Are those t-shirts blinking? As you approach that skull blinks. Yes, I do. Please. The gutter wash. We need that in. You're gonna stick my beer on the floor, aren't you? Oh, fine. I'll get my own.
It's already paid for.
Oh, thank you. Lies. They were blinking, weren't they, Vilkerin?
Hamburger, please.
Watch the skulls on that t-shirt.
You're very low, Aries.
Very creepy.
Oh,
Alright, I'm gonna look around. Alright, Og. Don't do anything stupid.
We set fire.
No effing fighting.
God, I own this t-shirt in real life.
You what?
Pitbull is quite small now.
Yo, Kingfish! Do we have a stand for the pitbull? Where do we know where it's
Size
going?
1 guns.
Well, size 1 and size 2, isn't it? It's got a couple of size 2s and 4 size 1s.
This one's a size 0, I think.
No.
Probably size 0 components. Ah, here are the cool flight suits. I am loving these flight suits. Yeah, I guess the new ships aren't here. Oh, there are more. All the flight suits are here then. They are nice.
I'm surprised there's not an Aegis one.
Yeah.
Anvil.
I wonder where that is. Echo!
I like the Anvil one.
Murray Cup. That's for your races. I don't know if is there a Hall of Armors, but it's kind of these are more just flight suits rather than armors. But do you make me party leader? That's dangerous. I love that helmet though. Yo, Steve, good morning. Brio, welcome. Finally found out to change your name. Yeah, they made some changes, didn't they? Which is confusing. Oh, we've got some new skins for these ships as well. They look kind of cool. A clipper with the green. Oh no, there is only 4 on display. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen an Aegis flight suit. Not here, mind, but somewhere. Yeah, that's the helmet. Do we expect them?
Me is that now Anvil has 2 because there's also the one for the sub-flare, right? So now they have 2.
Oh, they do different styles then, but from Anvil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't mind
It was the one that came with the Asgard. No, Paladin.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're not the same, though. They're not using the same helmet, though, right?
No, they're not the same, but the same manufacturer has 2 now.
Oh, I see.
Aegis
Yeah.
doesn't have one.
I think Aegis will, though. I'm pretty sure I've seen one on like earlier leak stuff. Do we expect them to let flight suits still carry at least small
Insider
back?
knowledge, perhaps.
No. The so you can't put a backpack on undersuits. They only have only if you have like a bit of a core
Is that?
stuff.
It's a Xenothreat set.
What the?
Oh, it's a body. It's just missing a head.
Yeah. It's more specifically,
It's
it's a
normal Drake.
Xenothreat.
Oh, it's an
customer.
armor set.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, about that.
That's weird.
It's not Vanduul.
Just
Oh,
a
sorry, it's
normal Drake
Xenothreat, you
customer, I
say.
think.
Yeah.
All right, test. Is it
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. It is Xenothreat, isn't it, with that logo? Yeah, I hear you, Phantom. Yeah, you can see. That's our threat, then. Oh, everyday villains. I see. Nice.
I think it's a
Alt.
wrong placeholder.
Thank you. Well, no, it's true. It just probably
I
needs a,
don't-
a
I get
helmet.
the-
Say that again, Phantom. You
I
just
get that
couldn't-
Drake's like anti-UEE and all that, but maybe pairing with this raging space racist isn't the way to go.
They're not pairing. They're
Yeah,
calling them out
business
as
venom.
everyday villains. Why do they call
Could be.
TOBII
Like
an
giving
eye
them
tracker?
a hologram in the showroom.
Well, true. So they call it an eye tracker because you can, if you wanted to.
Good news is that chest plate has been untextured for the last 6 patches, so they finally fixed it.
Go full. Where is it? Eye tracking. Wait. How do you do it? Do I need... Did I turn it off? So turn my
Well,
head,
I do
nothing
think it's a
happens.
mistake, though, because
Turn my
if
eyes.
you look at the banners behind you and in front, they're also misplaced.
Yeah, there's something not quite right about this hole. So it's both.
Or you just disabled until the live launch.
I just prefer to have
It's
it
gonna be
off
interesting
because
to
I
see.
like using oh, not that one. Camera boost.
Do a barrel roll.
Alright, which way now? This way, maybe.
You going back?
I wish.
This is the way back to Drake Con.
Oh, is there another way to go? This way, is it?
No, you're still going the right way.
Am I? What?
Yeah, you're going the right way. This is towards the another hole.
Oh, okay.
You spent some time on my gear. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think the best way to have eye tracking is almost what they have as default when you first get it, which is like 85%. So 85 head, 15 eye, because you sort of turn your head and then you look a little bit to see the MFDs, like with a slight
Run,
movement.
Forrest, run!
But I tend to turn it off just for the sake of like streaming, and I've just gotten used to it, so I don't bother with that. Where will the ironclad be in the halls? I wouldn't be surprised if it's the main hall, but I haven't seen the spots. Is it in the main hall? Yeah, right in the middle. It'll be their flagship thing, you know, to show it off. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. I didn't see anything.
No littering allowed, I saw that.
I put it in my pocket. It's in my pocket. Some fancy music going on here. It's kind of like a mix.
Yeah, all the banners are completely mismatched.
Yeah, that one's upside down. Seems legit. Very nice. Yeah, the whole banners and things, they look all over the place, don't they? Straight to jail. Yeah, good old Star Citizen classical music. We do need that more. Do the ship signs tell you? Okay. Yeah, Bevic Center right now, yeah. Yeah, we're just looking around, seeing what there is. Is there a spot down here for something new? Hang on, let me just pull up the... what do you call it? The... all layout. Where is it? I can't remember where it was. there it is. So the main hall, you've got the ironclad assault at the back. It doesn't mention the normal one, but that's at the back. And then right at the front on the left, you'll have the pit bull. Where are we now? Anvil. So the Asgard, and here we'll see the Starlight somewhere. Let's see if we can find where the Starlight would go. Back here, I think. Yo, Smith. Do I think they will put the new ships in this week for initial testing? I don't know. I hope so, but I'm not expecting it anymore. They don't tend to, do they? It would be nice if they did. So this is where the Starlight will go. You've got the Pisces, the Steve, and then the Starlight is supposed to slot in here somewhere. That might be for its landing gear.
I like the dioramas they've made for this.
Yeah, I wish we could get them for our house. For like buying.
It would be very nice.
It would. Yeah, I'm supposed to get the thingy in here somewhere. And then what else is there? We've got to go
This is the Starlight.
Yeah, let's go check out the Tiberon, which is this way somewhere, isn't it? A different hall. I would say it's pretty largish. I could see something freelancer size in there. More so than something prospector sized. You know, the prospector wouldn't really fill that area, would it? Personally speaking. The speech? What speech? Man, a guy was drunk. There we are. Are you off, Biggs? Have a good day, mate. Yeah, not Starlancer big. No, definitely not Starlancer big, but Freelancer, I could see that being the case. Is this the way out, or is this a dead end? That is a dead end. I'm leading you all to the end. Oh, there's Deacon. Look, you can tell it's him because he's got a big, shiny, bald head.
You need to take a right.
Yeah, you can see it shine from here.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like a lighthouse.
Bright ball.
It's newly polished by Nexus.
I think I know where they're at. I've never been there, but I'm gonna check it out here a little. Oh, definitely. Or save it for the day,
Free
though.
crosshair for everyone.
Oh, don't get him started. Zeus size. Yeah. So is the Zeus slightly smaller than the Freelancer? Is it? What's the sizes of both? Yeah, it would be nice if the Freelancer got a rework. It does look a bit dated. Be My Tracker's good. Again, I think that has eye and head tracking as separate things if you wanted it, doesn't it? Music makes you feel posh. Yeah, same. It's like eating a pork pie with cutlery. Oh, yeah, different proportions. One's just sort of longer and wider or taller, I guess. Does seem bigger, but again, it's probably... How the heck did he fit through there? What was that about? I'm sure Deacon just walked straight through.
More items without banners on. I think they're supposed to have textures. Just
Yeah,
like here.
that was like a whole screen missing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Representing Drake. That's what I like to see. Drake. Yeah, I guess it's... So the Starlight is likely to be a starter ship, but still a little bit bigger than, you know, Prospectors or whatever, because it needs the tank sizes. The tanks probably add to the size a lot more so than you would expect. Alright, we're in RSI. So, yeah, nothing in here, is there? This is just RSI stuff. Let's move it along to the next one.
RSI Ares. The RSI Eclipse as well.
Yeah. And the new Aurora Mark II. Beautiful.
And a big empty spot in the back.
Oh wait, is that the Scorpius? Oh, that's a Mark 2, isn't it? Yeah.
Mark 2, yeah.
Mark
Yeah,
II.
that's for the Perseus back there. That big space. New
No, it's
standards.
not.
Eh?
Perseus is on a different hull. That's for an upcoming ship.
Oh.
Another missing texture on the floor, too.
They mix all the ships together, I feel like.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. That's the Tiberian to go there. Let's go and have a look at that space. Holy moly, that's a big space. We need to have like someone dressed as a janitor just walking around picking up bottles, complaining about everyone. Oh, we got the fancy music again.
I
Look
think we're half
at
the issues at the
that.
airport.
Yeah. Oh, we can see the bombs and torpedoes over there as well. Yeah, hammerhead size. You can kind of tell as well with these, the way these lights are set out, it's the front of the hammerhead size,
Yeah.
like bulbous.
Go flip.
All right, let's move on. How do we get to the next one? Where is the next one? This way, is it?
You just follow the whole way around.
Just follow your head. What's that sound? Sound like someone fell over. If we put Drake under a car brand segment, which car brand would it be representing? The problem is, all car brands tend to have, you know, your like dodgy low-end ones and high-end ones based on just the condition and the age of it. Like you could say it's kind of like Honda, but really Honda do some really good, cool cars. So it doesn't really work like that, I suppose. But like an old truck, I would say, is more closer fitting. Stop running in the halls! No, there's no doors where they fly
It's newly
in.
polished, it's slippery.
That would be cool, though. That would be pretty cool to see him coming in and landing, though. Ladder. Yugo. We used to have a Yugo 55. I think that was the first car I ever remember having. And I used the lighter. You know those lighters, the push lighters? I remember taking it out as a kid and putting it to my finger and burning my fingers. Like young. Very young. And it scared me to death. We had a Yugo 55, a little Ford Fiesta at one point. We had Minis. Mum was, she loved Minis. She was born in the same year as them, so that's probably why. And they're small and easy to kind of drive around with. Oh, we're back at Drake. I guess we've got to go to the other side, haven't we? Oh, music's changed. The M80 may have an interior. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might be a little too slim, a little too low to have one. So I personally don't think so. I hear you, Apoc. Yeah, it is definitely. Did you say something then after you asked if testing? I can barely hear you. Hang on. Are you talking through VoIP?
I can.
Oh, I
Hello?
see.
I can hear you. You're fine.
It's alright. Alright, try again.
Testing 1, 2.
And again.
Okay. The M80 absolutely has an interior.
Oh, you think it does it? I can hear you, man.
It confirmed very much does.
Oh, why? How come?
The teaser from 2 weeks ago was the chair of the M80. And behind that chair, you can see an interior.
So that big.
Oh, okay. I'll have to have a look at that. Have you got an
Volume
image?
is the only way to turn that music down, by the way.
Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, so you can see that it goes back into the actual ship, does it?
Yes.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Apop.
There is a decent sized interior in there. I would estimate
There's
around
Nexus'
Vanguard
favorite
size.
ship.
Wow. Oh yeah, we got it.
Obviously a big spot for the ironclad up there to the left.
Oh yeah, let's go check that out. So yes, it does have an interior, as Apoc's saying.
I've already spat on it at least once, Nexus.
How dare you?
Yes, this up here is the spot for the fatter pillar.
I am excited for that one. Are you not bothered about it then?
Nope. Happy
Fine.
to see it come into the game.
Very
Happy to see
welcome.
other people fly it. Happy that other people are excited for it. Have no interest in it myself.
As if. Why is that? Just because it's Drake, or?
3 reasons. One, it's Drake, although it does appear to be the industrial visuals of Drake rather than the dirty visuals, so it is the side of Drake I like
yeah,
more.
true.
2, the side flying position just does not jive with me at all.
Oh, as in the command module stuff.
Yeah, the command module. I don't really like the command module. I like the command module separately, but I don't really like it as a thing to attach to a ship.
Okay. Hey, Josh.
And as an extension of that, I am mad at John Crew for not letting me fly the Ironclad from the absolutely fantastic looking actual bridge in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you look at that sort of crane operator room, and it's an ideal spot for a bridge. But I do
Yes.
like the asymmetry, and I'm kind of glad that they did go with the command module approach. Personally, it is one that I like. But it would be a great bridge.
You are entitled to your own opinions after all.
I hope they don't land it on you when they're coming in.
Yeah. But just
Bosh.
the idea of having to fly it from the left side with 75 meters of ship to your right, no.
Yeah, it does get a lot harder as the ships get a lot bigger. Like, the Caterpillar is a challenge in itself, so when you, you add that to the Caterpillar...
Yeah.
The fatter
Man,
pillar.
it's big.
Also, we have an entire argument plan forcing a to fly the...
Oh, yeah, we
But
should,
I am
we should
very
absolutely...
happy to see other people get it, and I'm happy people are excited for it.
Yeah, naturally, yeah. But no,
And I'm
we should-
looking forward to using it in events as long as I'm not the one flying it.
But we do need to see you attempt to fly it. It'll be like a contradiction. It's like you're really good with big ships, but this one
I will
sounds like a
suffer.
challenge. See the sign?
It should be
What
around
sign?
120 meters long, around 75 meters wide.
Yeah, it's
Good
big.
stuff.
What sign? Around here? It's weird that they're showing off the assault, and not necessarily the base, though.
The assault one has more fun things in it. The
Yeah,
base
true.
is just a big cargo bay.
Around the racetrack.
Oh yeah, the Daimar racetrack. That's where we got to pit you up against with the Ironclad, eh, Punk? Like you did the Perseus.
That should be one good use for it.
We definitely need to use those command modules for racing, though.
Oh yeah, the command module is great fun flying by itself.
That's true. It is DefenseCon as well. Yeah.
I really, really, really hope they sell them separately.
Mm.
Tuh.
All right, Deacon, are you still leading us? Where have you gone?
Other side.
Oh, I see. Hiding in the red light. I do like the names the community come up with these ships, like Caterpillar and Iron Chad. Yeah, they are good.
I'm also protesting DefenseCon right now.
Oh,
Why?
Baby Carrick here. Hey, Buck.
Note the Invictus jacket.
What do you mean?
Hey, Buck.
What?
Little mini carrot globe. The command module
Oh,
is
yeah.
basically the part that attaches to the,
It is the old model.
Caterpillar and the Ironclad, and it can detach and become a separate ship. It's like a flying bridge, basically. What are you on about, the jacket? Invictus jacket?
If you look at the jacket that I'm wearing, it's the Invictus jacket.
Yeah. Is this one you buy here?
No, this is stuff I've had on my account for years.
What's the matter with it? Oh, as in you're
Well,
wearing
this
it
is-
to...
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
This
Well, I'm
is
wearing-
DefenseCon because we
I'm
don't
rep-
have Invictus, and I'm protesting that by wearing Invictus gear.
Well, I'm going to follow you around with my Drake gear on and just pester you with it.
Oh, good.
Drake! Drake!
Maybe a bad time for security to wear UEE armor.
We should definitely get our own, like, come one day in, like, a full uniform of everyone wearing, in our org wearing the same thing.
Uniforms.
Yeah. It'd be cool, but it's just not for everyone. Hello.
There needs to be some
It
form
will
of
also
personal
be
expression somehow.
tactical, so we
Yeah.
can see who's who.
I think in certain circumstances it would be good, but I think in overall it'll just be all colours and badges that are applied to our outfit so we can identify each other. What supercar have I got? Feudal. A Fiat 500. She's quick. Economic. Well, she's not quick, but she's economic. Not so much anymore because the prices of fuel.
Compact?
But she's a car. Yeah, compact. It fits us all in. Just. Might need a roof box, but, you know, that's
Not
fine.
quite as compact as the Panda, though.
No, I do like the little pandas, though. They're cute.
Panda's wonderful.
Yeah. Her name, I think it's Marshmallow. According to Rachel. Because it's white. Just
There's nothing
bright
new
white.
really in this hole.
Well, not so bright anymore, to be fair.
There's a hole where I think there should be a meteor in the back right.
Oh. Yeah, the meteor's supposed to be represented, isn't it?
Yes, it'll be here, but it's getting a
What thing is
laser
that?
weapon kit.
See, that's what I was mentioning earlier.
The
I think
paint.
It's new.
Yeah, I not recognise that one. It might be DefenseCon paint, if they're doing one.
Reminds me of
The
Squadron,
Hornet?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the F7X.
The Hornet,
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever sold that paint, but they've had it on the Super Hornet the last 2 Invictuses and Expo.
Ah, okay. I am shocked that this Pitbull is going to be smaller than the Fury. Like,
Yep.
they are really... When you consider this event, right? They're pushing the Odin and they're pushing the Pitbull. I think those are the two extremes of
Yes.
sizes they're capable of achieving. Which is kind of
do keep
statement
in
phenomenal.
mind that the Pitbull being shorter than the Fury is shorter than the landing gear up Fury with the wings forward.
Oh, right, I see, yeah. But still, overall, the Pitbulls are
Yeah, it's probably about the size that you see here on the Fury.
lengthwise, though, as well.
Yeah,
Because there's a couple of...
lengthwise about that. Height,
Okay.
it's about the same, maybe a little taller with landing gear, and it is ever so slightly wider.
You could even land that thing in the tack.
Yeah.
Also looks like asphalt and wings.
Yeah. How you doing, sir?
Also LTI tokens.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's a white Fiat 500. When we have our roof box on, it looks kind of cool, to be fair. But the roof box, the garage was saying was causing a leak, which I don't think it does, because it was saying because the leak was on the carpet in the back, and I couldn't see it coming through the rubber anywhere. So he was saying it was fitted wrong. We've gone to a different garage, lo and behold, but still. So they changed their mind. They originally did not wanted attaching, reattaching. What, the command module? Oh yeah, it was always meant to, as Sandman says, it was always meant to be attach and detach. It was just they didn't have the ability to do it. They didn't have the tech to do it until recently. Oh, flight blades. But yeah, it was always meant to be a...
And yes, the flight blades are back.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll see any more this time. Probably not.
I don't think so. The data mining only shows 7 of them, which is the original 7.
Yeah. These big components. Ooh, the Perseus is beautiful.
She's a pretty one.
Right, have we seen everything?
Not quite.
Where's
One
two
more hole
next?
left.
There is one more hole that you haven't been to yet.
Which way is that? Lead the way. Is it back where we came?
Yeah, back the way we came.
But I really like the command module. It's going to be a really handy... Like, I see it being a sort of thing where if you're traveling along in your caterpillar or...
Should be to our right
thingy,
as we leave
you know,
the hull here.
Oh, okay. You're ironclad. And you're flying, you know, dropping off some goods or heading somewhere. And then you hear this distress beacon coming from down on the planet of whatever, you know, Genesis planet you're flying over. Instead of flying down and trying to find a place to land to explore, you can just be like, right, we'll send a bit of an exploratory crew down to go and check out what this distress signal is, while the rest maybe stay up on the caterpillar or the ironclad and, you know, do their job up there. I really like the idea of it being to just try and walk between them both.
They didn't want to move out the way.
You're one of these people that when you're talking to someone, they just try and push through. Like, get out of the way.
I walk here.
Tuba, how you doing? Yeah, it sits on its belly, does the Fury, doesn't it? Yo, Kudro, how you doing? Yeah, flight blades, they kind of... They attach into your aviation module or your CPU, your computer. And they adjust various stats. APOC, what do the flight blades adjust again? Is it just like sort of accelerations things?
There's a choice for each ship. That's why there's 14 of them, even though there's only 7 ships. Each one, you either sacrifice a little bit of turn rate for straight line speed,
right,
or you sacrifice a little bit of straight line speed for turn rate.
Is this top speed or acceleration?
Top speed.
Right, okay. So yeah, there are only very slight things. It's like they just sort of tested the waters with them to sort of see what they can do, and they haven't done anything with it since, but they will certainly do more with
them. It's like a 1 or 2% change.
Yeah, and they're so crazy expensive.
The fighter ones aren't too bad. The hammerhead one's like 3.5 mil.
I do want to say that you can definitely tell the difference on the MPUV tractor.
Is that what you've stuck it on?
Yep, and the Pisces too.
Getting the most work. I mean, the Pisces, fair enough. Oh, well, actually, the Pisces are the small. I'm thinking of Perseus.
Yeah, I chose maneuverability over speed on both of them.
Well, yeah, true. It's definitely the way to go with those 2 ships. Yo, Nayhex, how you doing? Scuds, thank you for the follows, guys.
Sluggish.
Yeah. What happens when that command craft gets damaged or exploded? I feel there are many bugs to work out. Well, it's not that there's bugs. It's more just you're going to need to go and claim a new one and come back and pick up your module, you know? There are definitely edge cases with it, and they're more trade-offs than bugs. It's like, well, I run the risk of not being able to pick up my main vessel again, but if you can get it claimed and get it back.
So this blank spot to the right,
I'm echoing. I
think is the M80.
Oh, okay. No, I'm using proximity, yeah. It's kind of echo. Yeah, some people are echoing. I mean, Deacon isn't. I mean, APOC isn't because I'm hearing APOC through Discord. But some others are. Oh, hang on, I can unmute Nexus now. Actually, now that we're using. Sorry, Nexus. I forgot I had you muted there. Oh, that's right, because you were echoing.
Oh yeah. I turned
Oh.
off VoIP.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, shall we go take on the Xenothreat? Yo,
We can
Christian.
certainly try.
I think Phantom's down for it. Right, let's do this. What are you thinking, APOC? What do we need?
Throw up a couple cap ships and then take as many fighters as people are willing to die in.
Sounds good. I'll load a fighter into the cap ship and deploy when needed. They should be putting more devs on the bug fixing team. It's not that simple.
My Polaris out. Deacon's got the Rev. Could cover things.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Yo, Space Pumpkin. Yeah, they're still gated, aren't they? But we unlocked them, didn't we?
The Xenothreat missions are not gated. They're priority.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, their priority. Look, they're up here. Oh, I don't have them. I guess we need to go somewhere to get them. I'm not seeing priority missions. Are you?
Please tell me they haven't broken them on this shard.
You might have to get into space at Foisium.
Maybe. Yeah.
Deacon, APOC, each one of you go to your respective hangars. We're gonna send people your way now.
Okay.
I think I may have gone the wrong way. Don't follow me.
Oh,
Definitely won't.
okay.
Sorry,
well,
Phantom.
I've gone the wrong way.
I've got to
It's not
find
like
Drake.
we've been here before.
Ah, there. Doesn't make any difference to me, does it anymore? Yeah, at the end of the day, the bugs. There are many bugs, and they are constantly fixing. They have more of a priority method now, where they have like strike teams. So if there's a bug that really needs sorting out, they can send a team onto it. That must be the way to just drop the tools and get on with it. But it isn't that simple as let's throw more devs on bug fixing. It is. There's a lot more to it than that, And I personally just can't be bothered getting into it. All right, let's go and see what we got.
To get back in the party before we head to Hangar.
Am I out of the party?
No, you're in.
Yeah.
I am the party, aren't I?
So you're out of it right now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone because I thought someone handed me the party.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, you can invite me back
Oh,
in. That's very
no, I
good.
know what you did. You joined somebody.
Oh, am I in someone else's party?
Yeah. Deacon re-invite him.
Oh yeah.
Don't be extra friendly and just spamming F.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, some random.
I'm stuck in third person right now. So.
Oh, you get to see it all. Oh, bit like that.
How do I get out of this?
Press
Oh,
some
Wrong way.
keys.
This way.
Okay, thank you. Oops, sorry. All right, have we got the tram here yet? We do. Oh, it's gone. We missed it. Thank you, Deacon. Yeah, someone randomly invited me to the party there for some reason. I don't even know how that happened, or why it happened, or when it happened.
Hey.
Hey. Deacon, there's no time to be buying beers. The tram is here. Right, I'm off for a pee. Huh, no doing weird stuff while I'm gone. I'll watch it back.
No, you won't. Hurry up, Brian.
We arrived. Ah!
That was a
That was
bit
close.
almost got kidnapped by the train.
Whew, yeah, just occurred to me halfway through weeing. Yo, Deathstreet, how you doing? Guarantee it, were they misbehaving?
I was wondering whether I should.
So that again, you just broke up then a sec.
I was wondering whether I should stay on the train or get off it.
You should just leave me be as I travel all the way back.
Come back and the train's just completely empty.
Was it 40 minutes ago? Thank you. I didn't even notice. Someone must have... I must have thought it said friend invite. Alright, question is, what we're gonna get?
Never know what you're gonna get.
Hmm. Tell you what, let's just go with the usual. It's not even loading up yet. It's taking its time. What is that? Drake Dragonfly schematic. Oh, it's because I've marked up Drake, that's why. So I've lost everything but the clothes on my back and my schematics. Okay, let's go undersuits. And we'll get the nice undersuit. Oh, we can go with this one actually. The, what is it, the Soul? Oh, the Omni one. Let's go with that.
Epoch, a reminder to insure your ships.
Oh yeah, good point. And we'll go with that as well, because I don't think I can find the helmet for it. Oh, was that it? There, hang on. There it is. Alright, cool. Just leave them be. Gonna take out the Argo Moth this evening, are you? Why not?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So, something that I can fit in... You know what, we'll go with a Super Hornet. It just seems to be a good one to go for. And I'll drop it off in... I don't think I need... Do I need to insure it? Let's get that.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
What do we?
Your vehicle has been delivered to your vehicle. Please visit
Hmm? Seem to keep breaking up there, Phantom.
That was a misclick.
Oh, okay. Coming to my hangar. You've got a CCU to the Assault, the Ironclad Assault. Not sure yet if going to keep it. Just want to see how it ends up before you upgrade. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, there it is. I'll let me know when it's good to land inside the Rev Deacon. It'll probably take a bit of getting used to this whole insurance system going forward, but you know, once you get used to it, it'll make sense. Boop. There we are. But I actually don't ever really go to these events, because being a subscriber, you get access to most of the ships anyway, and the ones that you can rent. Facemaker, how you doing? And the only reason I'd go would be to see the ships. But if you can fly them anyway, or someone else has them and you can see them, I would just prefer to just play the new content than go to these locations. Plus the, you know, performance can be utter poop.
All systems online.
We've got Panthers, Revenants. That's it. Okay. 4 of those. And 2 Revenants. So, what I need... Oh, it's got... Oh, I ticked up the, to have the HUD on all the time, because I got sick of having to keep changing it.
You are clear to launch.
We're all taking off at the same time. And I'll send out 4 decoys at the same time. Yeah, I mean, you can actually move your ships to the side, but I don't think they intentionally want you storing too much outside of in the hangar just yet. You can sort of put them and park your vehicles and ships in various places. It'll take a bit of time to get used to the whole, you know, how that's going to impact in terms of how many ships you have and what you might need. For me, it's going to be a case of I will probably claim all the fighting ships and then remove all of their weapons and things and components, or the good components, so that they're in my inventory, and then scrap them all, and then claim the ones that I want.
You are clear to launch.
Frood, how you doing?
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Yes, that's true. I wonder when we're going to get the ability to bring all vehicles, well, not all vehicles, like you say, small vehicles, ground vehicles, up the hangar.
Provenance is taken off.
Copy.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Who's this? This is a random Idris sitting in the air. Yeah, performance takes a nosedive. Caterpillar. Unowned by the looks of things. You wish the M80 had a second seat. It would have been cool if it was a dual cockpit. Oh, the roadmap's dropped already, has it? And they've... Let me have a look at that. And it's... they've committed the transit system. I mean, maybe it's working alright, I guess. Let's have a look. So, following cards and 4.8 have been committed. Item recovery for vehicles, FPS weapon art refactor, utility flex crossbow, flight suits being the tailwind with the new ones, transport system refactor, as you say, the new hairstyles, caster cams, plasma grenades, tactical strike groups, QV extraction stations, hammerhead gold standard, vehicle command module, flight suits, G-force resistances, the differences, refueling improvements. And they've just updated the card image for the Wicklow ships being offered, and that's it. Just, you know, pre-patch roadmap update. Nothing of any great excitement, usually just, as they say, committing things, or as they've done. Yeah, pretty lightweight, but just, you know, often the case, isn't it? With these. This might not be the best option, but I can't help it. Yeah, it's actually improved my frames, weirdly. Right, where is everybody? There's Deacon. In the Idris. Yes, so they do want these small vehicles, these ground vehicles, to be, you know, brought up through the freight elevator, as they showed off at CitizenCon, what, 3 years ago now, maybe more? Destination Adventure, I think it was the panel with Todd Pappy, where they showed that as an option, and still want to get to that. So we will be able to use the freight elevators to bring up our ground vehicles. So yeah, you don't have to pull them up first, store them, move them to the side, you know, out the way, and then have your main vehicle come up then and drive it in. Oh, message of the day, thank you. We are currently putting together a new 4.8 build for a PTU release later today. Thank you. Nothing new, nothing exciting there, but we'll see what comes with it. Probably right now they're mostly just polishing rather than adding new stuff with the patch drop soon. I really hope they put the ships in for testing. As much as, sure, it's cool being able to make videos on them, but just testing would be better. The rev door is open. Alright, am I good to make my approach, Nexus?
Yep, you're good to go.
Copy that. Moving in. Let me try it. I'm going to try it with the gear down and see if that has any impact on being sucked in by the ramp, because when we were testing the TSG stuff, it didn't seem to pull me down. So let's try it. This might be regrettable, but we're going to give it a go. Thank you. She's bobbling a bit. I don't know if it's a lot down to desync or what, but see if it draws me into the ramp. Oh yeah, it's doing it. Oh, okay, it's not fixed. I'm in. Damaged my rear a bit there.
Oh yeah, by the way, half of your ship is missing.
Oh, balls. Not again. I won't be able to repair it. No. It's fine. It'll do the job.
Engines offline.
But yeah, weirdly, during when we were doing on the PTU earlier with the tactical strike groups, flying in and out with landing gear down, the ramp didn't suck you in like it always does, and I thought maybe they've made adjustments there to make it work, but no. So we have unfortunately lost our rear end, and we don't have any RMC at the moment, so that is what it is. It'll be fine. I think people don't tend to talk about the transport refactor because it's not necessarily like a visible, you know, in-your-face thing. To me, it is massive, and it should be heavily commended. But I guess as well, we haven't tested it thoroughly enough to see if there's any edge cases, problems. It's, yeah, same with the entitlement stuff. All this back-end work is more important than anything, really, because it's the foundation of the game. That means the game can go forwards properly and not, you know, not break every 2 minutes in certain areas. Whereas, of course, it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look exciting. People wouldn't even know it's there if nobody said anything. But, yeah, foundational stuff is always exciting for me. And funnily enough, as I've sort of said in previous videos, I've not really had any issues with elevators and trams for so long. So it kind of felt a bit ironic that they're rolling out this transport refactor when actually there hasn't been any problems. Not that there aren't, there certainly is, but it's just a weird sort of catch-22 there, I guess. The entitlement changes that they brought in are to do with stability and performance when it comes to how your items are tracked and don't go missing, like with the inventory stuff and ship ASOP terminal. I can't remember what it said specifically, but basically stopping our items going poof is the big changes that they're working on, that they've brought in a lot of over the monthly report tonight. We'll probably read more about it. The last few monthly reports they've been talking about these entitlement changes and improving that whole back-end system to make it more robust, because to them a priority is they don't want any of our items to go missing, especially not bought with real money, but also scavenged, bought with in-game credits and so forth, and earned. They want us to be able to keep everything and not actually lose it every 2 minutes. Yeah, trams are definitely janky at times, aren't they? Have they been disappearing? See, it's so weird, because as I say, it's not often that I have anything too bad with it, but yeah, it's not to say it doesn't happen. What's our verdict on Xenothreat then? Are we actually able to get the missions, or are they not showing?
Apparently they are timed, so they pop up every hour. So we're gonna do something else while we wait.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Got all these players. Look, any of our lot?
There's a couple of player bounties.
Yeah, we could go for those if you fancy it. They're pretty much. There's only 2 of the same people. Yeah, I love the new command module as well, Nick County. Do you know what's funny though is it's probably the same reason as well. Like the new command module is cool, full stop, and great to have that finally for the desync, for the Caterpillar and so forth. But also having owned the Caterpillar, not anymore, but very early on. Not when it first came out, because I couldn't afford anything. But someone gifted one to me, I think. Or maybe they gifted the whole sea, and I changed it to the Caterpillar. No, I think they gifted the Caterpillar. And I have been wanting it to have that disconnect for so long, where we can go and, do that kind of thing. And now that we can, it is wonderful. And they've updated it as well, so it's like a brand new thing. And it's got those cool Drake engines as well in the back. It is, Mike, yeah. Yo, Ryan OD, how you doing? I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't know if they actually have the transit refactor in this build right now. It's not testing focus, so whether it's actually part of the build or not in the build, I really don't know, but hopefully they've done enough testing on it and they don't feel like they need to do any more. Yo, Dukestar, how you doing? It would be nice to get a call, to get to call a ship from the lobby and not get destroyed. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Is that happening to you a lot? Void Wolf, how you doing? All good here, thank you. How are you? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't have the hangar at the top, do they? What the flipping heck? Did someone just fly into us? Are we okay?
Yeah, Burbo died.
What happened?
Landing issues.
Oh boy. There seems to be a lot of desync going on right now.
Extremely.
It might be worth getting out of the AO, or this area anyway, just to kind of improve our server, because the server's at like 8. Glad to hear it, Void. Also, players' home hangars is at the top of the list with transport rework. Is it? What do you mean? Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. As in, like, you see your own hang... Yeah, I see what you mean. Yo, Ray, how you doing? 07. Yeah, I guess it's, like, they would be 2 big indicators, wouldn't it, that the whole transport refactor thing is in. Good point. Well, the Ironclad has its crane, doesn't it? Its tractor crane.
Let me cross them off the list and get you paid.
Sega Bomb, how you doing? Incoming threat. Never mind, he's dead. No, that was one of our own trying to land, but I think the desync is just all over. Like, we saw the Perseus just going whoop, 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 whoop. Happens a lot with the Asgard and the Corsair. Have you checked the issue council for those ships specifically? Because sometimes certain ships tend to be more problematic than others, and they can spawn balked. So it's definitely worth checking the issue council to see if there's any reports of that, and then, you know, upvoting. Don't touch anything. Oh boy. Thank you, Sega. It's not always on point, let's be honest. It's been a while since they've been on point. On point today, though. Especially the hair. He's done a good job. Just kind of done like a little gradient fade up there and a bit of choppy on the top. Might not show it so well now. On stream, it looks alright. Except for the stupidly big headphones. The base has the tractor crane. Oh, sorry, I see. The assault will now have a tractor beam because of... Yeah, good point. Good point. Who the heck are these two? They look angry. What have we walked in on here? There's some guy with an Aurora.
Repeat. We're engaging.
Oh shit, is this the guys we're supposed to be fighting? I need to deploy. Oh, hang on, is it just big ships right now?
No, they were just hanging around
two
OM6.
so I would man a turret.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, big turrets and man. Let me get on one of these smaller ones opposite Slicks. What are they doing? Do I live in the woods? What, in the real world? No. No, I live in a house. Sega. I live in a house, mate. I have a 3-year-old. I can't leave her out in the woods. Do you mean in game, or do you mean in the real world? I have access to some woods, which I love. This guy's like, let me deploy my Aurora and I'll fight it. Is this the mission location, Deacon?
No. You're jumping to us now. There are 2 addresses on site.
Okay.
Bounties and address.
Which is the actual mission we're taking on first?
It's a player bounty for MAJ 2 toes.
Copy. MAJ 2 toes. Can you share that again? Oh, I need to accept it, do I? Oh, I'll accept it, it's alright. There's 1. Does it just count as 1? Oh yeah, it looks like it does. Because it was showing up lots of different PvP missions there against him. Oh, there's flipping... Come on! There we are. Alright, we've got it.
Hey, it's Kid.
But I do like being in the woods. I can't wait to go camping again. We are on our way. While we wait for potential Xenothreat mission, we're going to be taking on some player bounties. Org fobs would be sweet, like far-reaching org outpost that we could assign some of our military player to control. Yeah, I absolutely intend on that. And it's not necessarily even just sort of... I mean, obviously we'll need some security there. But a lot of it is going to be just for resources, for keeping our... You know, like... not trade hubs, but logistical hubs. No, I often think about this, Deeds. Having locations that are in convenient spaces so that we can keep things moving well. Wait, who the hell? Who's that other guy? Would I
Not the
shoot at the
laser
wrong...
address, the railgun one.
Yep, sorry, shooting at the wrong guy. I'll target the engines. Just shields, I guess, more than anything.
Hey, Ryan.
Hello? Is that you, Slicks? What did I hear? Am I doing anything right now?
Check his engine, please.
Yeah, on it. Actually, that might make it easier to target. I wonder. Oops, something fell off him.
One engine is down.
Nice, there goes the other one. Beautiful. Going for front turret. Does he have any
Oh,
gunners?
I think he's solo.
Roger. Going for the engine then. Let's pummel him. Nice. Whoa, was that decent? Has he jumped?
He jumped, he jumped.
Crap. Let's track him down.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He has no engines.
He'll be waiting for us when we get there. Or we'll be finding him. Yeah, I reckon there will be a bit of a soul terror. I don't know, but I mean, maybe a civil war kind of thing. That would be kind of cool. But there's obviously a lot of political contention there between the two systems, with the old school and the new school wanting to... what was that shit? Wrong button. Wanting to have different political power. Who's that? Don't tell me. And they would definitely make a whole like PvP narrative, PvE narrative with it. It'll be a mixture. Where is he gone? Over in that direction. Any excuse to bomb Hurston. Have you ever get into the States? Check out Oregon. It's the state I live in, and you would love it there, hiking, camping. Thing is, I mean, obviously it's like the scenery in some of these places, from what I've seen, look phenomenal. But the downside is animals. Lots and lots of dangerous animals, which is why, you know, camping in Scotland is like the best of both worlds, because you have that incredible scenery without all the dangers of bears and lions and snakes and spiders. So it kind of suits me well. Madge Two Toes. Lions and tigers and bears. How you doing, Broccoli? It is nice, yeah. I mean, when we moved to this village, one of the first things I did was speak. So my neighbor has a couple of friends. Well, they're married. His friends. So they're a couple who work at a farm around the village that I live in. And I noticed up on sort of the farm where they go to, this nice sort of wooded area. Not massive, but not small. And I purposely asked him if I would be able to just camp there from time to time and let them know. The only downside right now is I have to bump into them to ask them. So if there's like a night where it's going to be chucking it down with rain and I really want to get out there and, test a tent for its rain capabilities, I have to wait until I bump into them, and I might not. So next time I bump into them, I'm going to ask him if they've got a number I could take just to sort of text them if I'm, on a whim, going to go camping that night. Because it's not easy to get away, but with summer getting older, it's getting easier to, for one person to look after without it feeling like there's a lot to do. So I should be able to start doing a bit more wild camping as well. Just, tonight I'm going to go and just going to pitch a tent for the evening and come back tomorrow morning. Which, if I can text him and say, can I go tonight because it's bad weather, I want to go camping, and if it's easier than that, then that'd be great. Robin Hooded. What's that? UK has Draculas. People don't really scare me, to be fair. Obviously, if I'm camping and some person just randomly showed up, it would probably freak me out for a second, but I'm not going to be, worried about them. I don't know. Can I defend myself? I don't know. We'll see. But, there's no, I love just being out there, being dark, quiet, just hearing the animal sounds. Once you know most of the animal sounds, there's no reason to be feared, because, owls and foxes can make some horrific noises. And I remember the first time I heard a fox, I was literally like, what the hell is that? But as soon as you know, it's just, meh. Yeah, it's nice to really be able to sort of break away from technology. The only downside, now that I've started filming myself camping, is that I've not completely broken away. But that's not to say that in between my, taking shots of footage and things, I don't just sit there doing nothing. And that's what I like the most. No, exactly. We don't have anything to really fear in the UK. Other than people, I guess. But, generally, there's not that many. People don't carry guns. They don't. There's not really. A badger is probably the worst thing you're going to come across. A rabid badger at that would probably be worse, or one that's infected with something. But as long as you can tell, you can always tell where badgers are living. Yeah, spiders being one of the worst. What does the fox say? It doesn't go, or whatever the song says. Well, yes, I would think they would avoid most people, but at the same time, that really depends on if you're around their den. If you don't know where you are camping, there's a chance that you may end up camping near somewhere where, maybe they've got young, that kind of thing. So you have to be sort of aware of that, but they're not really that much of a threat, to be honest. It's more that they carry disease, and you want to avoid that, of course. We going for his weapon, or is that his butt?
Go for the quantum drive on the front left side of the ship.
Okay. Not quite able to... Oh, that Polaris jumped. He's going for it again.
He keeps trying to jump.
Rabbit badgers. Yeah, it's his only defense right now.
Well, I have 4 torps following him.
You grew up in the woods. Your dad was a timber fowler. And I have only seen one cougar, 3 different packs of wolves, and 1 bear. All of those times I was out there, the bear was like a mile away and the cougar was 200. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the encounters like that are obviously really rare. But obviously, people going into it without the knowledge of what to do, you know, like having things to keep your food in so that it's not attracting any animals, cooking away from your camp, those sorts of sort of common sense things people don't really, may not know. Who's got alligators? No, we don't have bears. I don't think there's anywhere in the UK that have bears except for zoos. I think they may have reintroduced wolves into Scotland at some point, but I haven't seen any myself. Yeah, maybe we have wolves. I'm sure on the first camp that my cousins and I did in Scotland, we heard a wolf. Because I remember we were looking at each other like, did we miss something about this? Again, I guess it depends on the situation of, you know, most wild animals will probably run or be further, like, want to get away from you more than want to get close to you. But there's obviously, like, anomalies where you've got to be careful and so forth. It's just being sensible, isn't it? They introduced him back in Colorado. It was a disaster. Well, Liam Neeson almost got killed by a wolf. So... maybe a cow laying on your tent would be the biggest problem we have to fend off. A field full of sheep getting curious. Who's tracking him? So many people following alongside him. Is he saying anything? No. Yeah, we don't get raccoons either. I think the most dangerous spider we have in the UK are probably false widows, which I have seen. We do have them near us. When I take the bin out, because I've seen one once. When I take the bins out now, I always check the handles with my torch, because there's often like cobwebs around them. And one time I found a false widow just sort of sat where, not necessarily where I would grip, but if I had gripped it, yes, it might have just ran off. Otherwise, it might have been like, get away, you bastard. Yeah, dogs right now seem to be having a big problem with dogs and, you know, killing children, in fact. That's happened a couple of times around Yorkshire recently. In fact, our postman, his hand was bitten by a dog recently, and he's now, like, he obviously didn't want it to be put down, but he's wanting to make sure that it gets training. But yeah, dogs. I think there's a big issue in there with people bringing dogs in from, like, buying them from somewhere that they're not actually vetted by in any way. Where was this quantum drive nexus?
Front left side of the address.
Front left, copy. Thank you. Gonna shoot the bridge. Try and get some random shots out there, because I've got ballistics. I don't know if he'll, I mean, I'm assuming he's not got no armor anymore. So I can't imagine he's able to do much. Yo, prisoner, how you doing? Gotta go down sooner or later. What we should have done is just brought loads of light fighters. We would have easily taken him out.
I They're actively looking for PvP bounties.
Yeah. Yeah, adders, that's true. There are adders, aren't
I
they?
think we're on PTU, so Airbock can go crazy with the torps.
Absolutely. That's a good point. I never really thought about those. We don't get coyotes ourselves. No. They're kind of creepy when you hear them in certain, like, giggling away to themselves. Yo, Velocity, how you doing? End of 2026. What's this? What's this for? What question was that? Has it just happened? Tell me more. When did he say that? Has he just mentioned this? Oh, let's have a look while you guys are fighting. So, end of. Let's find it. Where does he say it? So we're gonna get Squadron out first. The plan is for the end of this year, but there's a certain thing in the industry that we, like everyone else, have to pay attention to, so I can't 100% guarantee it, Robert says, hinting at Grand Theft Auto, releasing in October. After that, we'll do a push for 1.0. Okay. Interesting. And who's this then? This week in video games. Interesting. Thank you for that. As much as he said that there, I wonder if that's legit. Yeah, I was thinking more like 2 months from now. We'll have to wait and see what gets said about that. I'm way out of range. What about those mad cows? What mad cow disease? Bird flu, that kind of stuff. Foot and mouth. That's the most dangerous thing right now. Foot and mouth, I reckon. Burger, how you doing? Yeah, we just need to get a lot of attritions on that. I'll do the job. He did. Yeah, full VR support. He mentioned that in a previous interview. While in Australia, in fact. He wants Squadron to fully support VR. They just came out with that website recently. What do you mean? Oh, they have a YouTube channel. How are they then? Are they legit? Do we know much about them? But yeah, the end is so long away. I don't want it to be the end of the year. Whoa, he's trying to get away. He's still going, Mr. Madge Two Toes. Fighting this guy, the other guy with the bounty. I think they got the other guy, didn't they? We're all going for him. Looks like this guy is going to go down with the ship. So, well, I don't know. He's running still. He's still going for it. He's trying to get away from here. What we might need to do is get a quantum and... Has Mighty Steed got a quantum and dampener?
He's currently jumping towards Mighty. We're gonna catch them there.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes of that and its legitimacy. Because it's really hard to know when people say something, the context. I mean, that sounds quite obvious, like context-wise, but... Yeah, interesting. I'd love to see it earlier than at the end of. And I hope by him saying avoiding GTA, they're not thinking 2027. Yo, Kate, what is the range? Was it 3 kilometers for the range of the QED? I think it's about 3 kilometers.
for the QI.
Oh, is it 5? Okay, thank you. So 5 kilometers. Got to be within 5 kilometers, which isn't too bad because the... what do you call it? Has... the QI is quick, so it should be able to catch up to it. But if we can stop him from jumping, because he's trying to get away. Yes, I believe it can be active inside the Idris, but it's not efficient that way because moving an Idris is a lot slower and harder than moving a Guardian. So really, you want it on a nimble, quick ship so that you can get within range. Like we're in an Idris and we're trying to chase down this Idris who keeps jumping, and we're struggling. So having it on a ship that can catch up to it quick and keep it, keep close to it without being too much of a target is ideal, really. Yeah, there's so many weird choices they've made in the most recent, or the recent patches, Steve, with armor, weapon velocities. It's just, what they had before was all right. It needed a bit of tweaking here and there to make it make more sense and, have more trade-offs. But reducing the armor, the trouble is, it's really hard to know what they're planning because we know they want to move to Maelstrom, and what they're doing now is kind of a faked version of that to try and get it close to what they intend it to be, or as close as they can to Maelstrom. But if it's like this in Maelstrom, there's just going to be a problem. So I guess I think they're just trialing things with the intention of shifting things around. Didn't it say recently that they've trialed this and they're not intending to keep it like this? In fact, let me have a look. It was something in the Bar Citizen in China. They said they're trialing something on the PTU. Control, find PTU. So it says, at the Bar Citizen, they say the team tested lowering bullet speeds and extended engagement rates for more cinematic tactical combat where players can dodge fire, but they say it won't ship as tested, but shows the direction. So I think it's kind of another trial of testing something with, the intention of gathering data to see what the outcome is, rather than it being this is a permanent thing. Well, yeah, technically, I suppose if you get within range, it's going to be a challenging thing to do by putting your Guardian. I mean, the Guardian in an Idris is a tight fit at best. And doing that while you're still trying to keep close to the Idris so it doesn't go out of that 5k range, which for ships this size isn't, doesn't take long. And yes, it would offer more protection because your ship would be inside the Idris, which is like a nice protected shell. But the actual premise of doing that and the difficulty of trying to maintain that proximity while landing a Guardian inside, or any ship really. I mean, a Mantis would probably be better, not the Mantis, whatever it's called. But even that would be quite difficult. Yo, Scal, Dogman, what are we talking about there? How you doing? You can get on and get your ship that can do 20 kilometers. What ship's that? But it's alright, I think we might be... Have we got him? I mean, Steed's there, so maybe we don't. But by all means, jump in. You're part of the org, aren't you, Steve? St. Patrick, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying your lurking. No, it's not. So, any ship within the range of the quantum enforcement device, quantum dampening, we're not talking about shutting things down, just deactivating your quantum drive. If you are actively trying, like anyone within that range, their quantum drive won't work. So, yes, it would stop the Idris from quantuming, but if you're already quantum dampening the target ship, you're not going to be jumping anywhere anyway. Not on subject, but has anyone seen the new update on Space Engineers? They added mechanical space worms that have railguns in their mouth, so when they latch onto your ship, they railgun through your ship. No, I haven't heard of that. That sounds fun, though. Yeah, I don't mind extended fights, but I think the way it should really be is that you're disabling a ship, which puts them out of action. based on Maelstrom, so the physical shots that are landing, based on your components that are physically getting hit or aged or, you know, damaged. And it will be a case of, you're not, like, if you're fighting for Vanduul, you're not fighting them all to the death. You're not trying to just you know, anyone really. You're not trying to just destroy them completely. If you are, you might need to board and shoot them in the head. Not that you can do that with Vanduul fighters, but you know what I mean. It's going to be, more engagements are going to be, that's disabled, now let's move on to the next one. Or trying to cripple them somewhat permanently or semi-permanently so that they can't get back up again. Like, the whole ship combat arena is going to change quite a lot when Maelstrom is working as it should, and engineering is. Because it isn't going to be time to blow up. It's going to be time to disable, they're out of action, we're now focusing on the next target, but they're probably going to get back up and running again if they have people on board to do that, which would then warrant, if it's a big ship, getting on boarding and taking it out. But yeah, for that sort of scenario, taking on the Vanduul are hard. They really are when they're in their smaller ships. And I think the intention of that mission is more to do with others rather than solo. I do agree there should be somewhat gating in the sense that certain missions just should not be attempted solo. That's not to say people can't do it, but it's more a case of you're going to put yourself at more risk.
We have Dark on board the baddie, Idris.
Oh, good man. How'd he get on? Did he just fly his ship into the actual Idris? So Dark, he has managed to get on board the enemy Idris, and he'll be making his way up to the bridge, I suspect. Any chance you've had a chance to test the Idris railgun since they've made the changes to... I mean, we're using it now. Any particular questions I can ask Deacon, who's using it right now? You was going to say that new Space Combat Sim in the black went to early access yesterday, but just checked, and it's getting decimated in reviews. I've never heard of it, but that's a shame. What happened? I think I'll just go and stand on the bridge and watch from there. So it's slower now, but still fine against bigger targets. Very long range. What's its range? Is it 8K? Hopefully we can bring this ship down. He's putting up a good fight to say it's a solo Idris. $11.5-ish for the railgun piggy. What? Range? Flipping heck. Come on, Dark, you can do it. To be fair, it's a thingy disguised remaster, and there's a better pirate game on the market right now that actually is early access called Windrose. Oh, okay. A thinly disguised, sorry, I see. Yeah, sorry, we're on the PTU. Yeah. Yeah, we just went to check out the halls at DefenseCon. Now we were planning to do Xenothreat, but we have got, but the missions weren't available, and they don't seem to be available. Maybe they are still gated, but we've heard they're on a cooldown per hour. So we've been distracted by player bounties. Yeah, the trouble is, the reason why we see solo Idrises is because they can control the railgun. If they couldn't control the railgun, they wouldn't use the Idris solo as much, because they wouldn't have anything to do. Oh, is that the Mauler's range at the moment? Oh, okay. Oh, we've got an update on Dark and his boarding capabilities.
we're interdicting him as well. So
He
we're using
he is
the
on board.
to infiltrate
Disabled
the
his
quantum drive.
quantum drive.
Hang on. Say that again, Nexus.
So Dark is in his engineering bay shooting the quantum drive and power plant, and we're continuing the bashing from the outside.
Ah, good talk, good thoughts. What did you say, Deacon? Alright, more bashing, more bashing.
Basically the same.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh. Get my helmet on, just in case. In fact, I don't think I need to be on the turret. Let me watch. My little teeny tiny turret isn't going to do a lot.
Oh god, hey torpedoes incoming.
Enemy torpedoes?
Oh no, no.
Oh, good. Is he launching them all?
You know what, another crazy person that would shoot 8 in this economy?
Oh, nice. Don't forget Dax on board.
It's a worthy sacrifice.
Now Dax like, I need to get off.
Why do you think we give him hazard pay?
Yeah. Nexus being sus always. A sudden fried Idris, yeah. Oh, boom, boom, there he goes. Typically, he went down with what, the first or the second torpedo. The rest is just... At the Crown, how you doing? All good here, thank you. Very nice flying through the wreck. Well, that did it. That eventually got him. Nicely done, everyone. Do we have any more?
We put one for Dark, who sacrificed himself so we can kill a bad guy.
Poor Dark, who was doing all the legwork. Service beacon. Medical rescue. Fighting Fox. He rings a bell, actually. Yeah, still no sign of these Xenothreat missions.
Nothing, no.
Should we try and rescue Fighting Fox? I realise a full org like this is a bit excessive.
You want to send the entire org to go do a medical rescue?
Yeah, I think so. It'd be quite fun, wouldn't it?
Overkill is a matter of perspective.
Certainly is. Let's go and help him.
The issue is only one can pick up the mission, so...
Right, well, yeah, designate maybe someone with a medical gun, because I don't have one anyway. And we can all arrive and be like, hello, we've come to save you. We are a Xenothreat mission, Alakai, yeah. You wouldn't pick a Hornet, personally. But yes, that's why the current meta ship is usually everywhere, because that's exactly what people do. What's this, sorry? Oh, sorry, you're talking to Piggy. Yeah, sometimes excessive is what you need. Don't forget to eat, Nexus. I've been told to tell you.
Oh yeah, I have food close by. It's been 21 hours today.
Oh, flipping heck. Surprised you aren't swearing at us all. ODS, how you doing? Pooh, Laris. Plus M. What with the laser?
I am on the other one. Not here.
Okay. Respect he went down with the ship. Yeah, I guess. He didn't really have much else to do. I mean, he is soloing an Idris to start with, which is a bit of an odd thing to do. I keep getting shopping notifications. Rachel's putting together a shopping list. If scrolling doesn't work in the contracts, you need to hover the mouse over the scroll bar for it to work. Okay. Yeah, it's really, really annoying. Oh, yeah. That works better, doesn't it?
Okay, so apparently we're gonna go do a rescue beacon with 2 cap ships, 1 sub cap, and multiple fighters.
Hello, this is the SMB. How can we be of service? Yeah, that was... Funnily enough, though, you know, sending I don't know how many, was it 8 torpedoes? Seeing that Idris blow up on pretty much the first impact, it was like, okay, we did what we needed. Oh my lord, lunch things. She's so funny when she puts shopping lists together. She used to just put food, like shopping list. I'd look like pull out one of these little folded shopping lists, you know, like toilet paper, washing up liquid, food, nappies. It's like, you can't just put food. We need to specify what we're going to buy. There, she just put lunch things. I guess tonight she's going to be browsing Sainsbury's. Flowers, of course. She's going to be browsing, you know, Sainsbury's looking for potential lunch things. Migs, how you doing? Welcome. One thing now, the ability to refuel and restock in the Carrack and the the 890 made my day when I heard that. Yeah, it's really nice. I think the TAC's working now as well, isn't it? Well, the frame rates are looking smoother because we're in the middle of space. It wasn't when we were down near ArcCorp. It was horrendous. And I think the server frame rate here is about 20. Where we were previously, it was 8 around ArcCorp. £5 meal deal, Daz. That's the way to go. Lunch things means... Oh, no, you can eat cereal for lunch. To be fair, you can eat cereal at any time of day. With or without milk. Straight from the box in a bowl. I've seen people put them in, like, big flasks. And just drink and just eat them out of there. Snackos? What are snackos? Clipped what? Nobody clipped what? What was the explosion?
Cereal. Do you put the cereal first or the milk first?
Or cereal first?
Only one. You're a good man. Tell that to the multiple psychos on your Discord.
Absolute psychopaths. That's like the whole conversation about tea. You know, milk first, tea, water first, that kind of stuff. Just, there's only one way to do stuff, and it's my way. Oh, just snacks. That's just what it means, see. Sorry, snackos. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. I haven't tried that before. One more week and we get to see the Ironclad. I'm hoping we get to see some little snippets of it. You know, like Inside Star Citizen should be all about the Ironclad. That would be cool. Ugh, just nip into the loot, need a wee bit. That would be a nice one if we could actually get like a proper insight into it. Was it the bagel thing? Oh, I like the idea of it though. He must have been at the other end of the system, which I didn't realise. Interitus, how you doing? Beans on toast or pizza on a bagel? Ooh, beans on toast. Absolutely. Sorry. There's no doubt. There's no way I'm doing without that staple. Well, yeah, the Forge is supposed to be the next consolidated Outland ship that we see, which is supposed to be a crafting ship. Was it supposed to be medium? Do we know? Schedule today. Roadmap. We've had the roadmap. Thank you, Wonko. We've got that already, haven't we? And monthly report. Tomorrow, Inside Star Citizen 4.8. Friday, Star Citizen Live on the Xi'an Bar Citizen Q&A. Damn. I bet people who put milk in first also brush their teeth before applying the tooth. Yeah, put it on the toothbrush and then put the toothbrush back. There looks to be an issue council with Xenothreat missions missing. Should have been labelled priority, but not to be found. Classic. Thank you for that. Yeah, it looks like we might not be seeing them. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Ah, we were arriving. We had to go through the Pyro to Monarchs by the looks of things. What's his name? See what missions are around here. We got any PvP bounties here? Doesn't look like it. We've got refueler missions. They're kind of cool, though. Oh, a new document. Who's this one from? Oh, is this official? Oh, it's the Org Spotlight. Fair enough. Is this in time for the Tactical Strike Group? Are we on it? We should be. We're more formidable than anyone. But I don't think we are. I'm not seeing us. No, we're not. Rubbish. Thank you for the link, by the way, Wonko. So this is kind of their little promotion they did for orgs when it comes to tactical strike groups. You're not having a successful time trying to play? What's happening?
Mark?
Yeah?
The guy we're trying to save is flying a Corsair, so I'm aborting.
Sorry, you can sit this one out. It's fine.
Okay.
You can just go back to your food. Who's the one actually with the medgun doing the deeds? No SM.
Going there, I wish you have. Do you have a medgun on you?
No, I don't.
I think Josh is packing one, but we'll go there.
Okay, I'll go running down with him to wherever he is, but yeah, someone else. I'll have to stab him.
He's in mid-space, so he's doing the 890 mission. Deacon is now trying to route to APOC on location.
Okay, is APOC on the location of the downed player, or are we going somewhere else?
Affirmative, yes.
A what?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. You missed the CCU to the Ironclad Assault. Yeah, it's probably going to be maybe a little bit more expensive this time around, isn't it? Can't believe no SM Bog. Should have been there. Should have been right at the top. Feeding 5 dogs while watching. What are you feeding them? Some of the refuel missions have fighting. Yeah. Do we know kind of what percentage right now? Has anyone seen a percentage? Or not seen a percentage, but how often has it happened for anyone? I've only done 2. Maybe 3. And I've never had any, problems. There goes Dak. Daz, looking forward to making my first base next year in Star Citizen, if it comes next year. Absolutely. I mean, whenever it comes. This year, next year, Are you fixing me up, Slicks? I'm definitely looking forward to making a base or whatever, a headquarters. Absolutely. I often think about it. Meat and biscuits, very nice. I very often think about the first outpost or building or base that we will make. I don't know how it's going to be, because it really depends on just the limitations that come in to start with when it comes to base building. You know, is it going to be a small building only? Can we build multiple in one area? Can we all build one together and make it happen? Thank you, sir. Or, oh, that's weird. That's good. Or is it going to be something a little bigger? But yeah, we will definitely be putting stuff together to... Is this the Corsair in question?
I think he's on board the 890.
Oh, was
I think
it?
he
I
was
see.
doing the 890 mission and failed.
All right, Marines. Let's get the Marines to squad up. If you could put me in a channel with the Marines or with the people, because I don't have a weapon. I'll be the medic. They can be the firepower. We will be allowed to make a space station, but not with the first iteration of base building. For 1.0 we will be able to, but I suspect you're gonna need some form of solid supply chain and logistical plan to do that. It might just be a case of let's build this little hub up here and then we'll just keep supplying it with stuff, but it'll be good to have multiple bases where we can store things en masse and gather and then move us as one. Alright, how are we doing this? Out the front door? I mean back door?
Yes, head to APOC. He will show you the actual body. But do you have a midgun? Did someone give you one?
Yeah, Slix is giving me one now. I don't see where APOC's name is. Where is he?
Head to the 890. He's
Okay, on way. Oil. She's now put oil on the shopping list. That'll be veg oil. But yeah, it's gonna be a big coordinated thing to put, you know, this sort of stuff together. To even get to the point of building a space station.
Hello.
Hello. I have arrived. I'm behind you, Phantom. Whereabouts are you?
Being booped by an Idris.
Yeah, hopefully not. Are you further in the ship?
No, I'm coming out of my Polaris right now.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Hold back, Phantom. Hold back. Pull back. Let's not trigger him just yet, because we need more guns.
Hear me out.
Go on.
We save the guy, but we shoot his ship.
Just keep eating. You're doing good. Just eating your food. It's fun. We're proud of you, Nexus.
I'm gonna torp you all.
Someone give me a gun, by any chance?
I don't have a gun either. It's fine.
That's okay.
There's a
All
few
right,
over around.
Phantom, you go for it, mate. You take them all out. You're the only one. Do we have his location? Oh, weapons.
He's in the
That white is
front area of the ship.
NPC, a good NPC.
Okay, what, this guy above us?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, he's wearing stuff.
Right. He should be in here in the bar area.
All right, I'm with you. What's his name? Fighter Fox, was it?
Fighting Fox 2001.
Do you hear me, Fighting Fox?
Yoo-hoo, house cleaning.
Bring it!
Where are you, bud?
Right on the
All right, left looks clear. Moving right. Moving up to the dining room. Looks clear. Have we got eyes on this guy?
Right here in the doorway.
Okay, come in back. This guy
Died with
here?
a med pen in his hand. No.
Oh, there we go.
Yep,
I
there,
got
right
him.
there. Whoa.
Oh, where's he gone? Hello? Fighting Fox!
Here, but he's gone.
Did he fall out? I only gave him a little boop. There wasn't much of a...
Hey Ryan, can I get some heals?
Oh, yeah. Alright, you
Thanks,
topped
sir.
up? Nice one. Anyone see his words on comms? No, he's not saying anything on there, is he? Right, well, job done, I guess.
He may have gone down.
Yeah, he might have fallen down, I guess.
You didn't see Ryan, but me and Soldner did a stealth takedown. Doubles. It was amazing. Like right out of a campaign. Yeah, double stealth takedown.
Where was that? In here?
No, we went to the hangar.
Nice. All right, let's.
We was like two ninjas.
I can't wait to have like proper stealth
Oh, yeah?
armor and things. You found him? No, he's not down here,
not
is
yet.
he? Let me ask in chat, see if he pops up. He just disappeared. I don't know what happened then. I don't know if he just clipped through the ship or desynced and ran or what, but... Alright, let's get back on our ships. Is he in his ship? Don't let Nexus check.
I have no idea where he went off to. I know it failed my medical mission when you revived him, so it did work.
Yeah, because I got it instead of you. Is that why it failed?
Yeah. The moment you revived him, I saw his body get up, and then the mission failed. So the revive worked. It's just where he went after that, I have no idea.
Okay, well, I'm just going to check on board his ship.
Ship.
Yeah, sorry, Nexus. You don't have to come on board. It's going to make you sick.
Oh, no. I'm afraid that once you go there... Oh, you're already there. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Fighting Fox, are you here? No idea where he went. Alright, screw it. Let's get back on board. I don't see him anywhere. He's not on it anymore. So he's definitely off of the thing as well then. How strange. I'll give you your weapon back soon, Slicks. Well, medgun. Never mind. We did the job. We got him back up. That's what's important. I don't think he backspaced. No, because his body would still be there, wouldn't it? I don't think his body would disappear. But he's definitely not here anymore.
Typical ungrateful Corsair pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have permission
Could have
to
crashed.
destroy his ship now?
No. Still don't have permission. No, he might not be on board, but, you know, whatever. Alright, let's see what else we can do quick. We've got a little bit of time left. Have we got any other PvP? What the heck? Who's this?
There is another PvP bounty, but it does feel a little bit like kicking puppies.
Are you okay, Phantom? Like kicking what? Bunnies?
Yeah, it's... This person is just outside HDPC Farnsway, which is a common mercenary contract location. I'm fairly sure he shot the wrong person.
Lord Shadows.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's not go after him if it's gonna.
Oh, there's another one?
No,
No,
just.
it's duplicate.
I'm flying through it.
What, can you stop messing about, Phantom? Just stand normally. You don't need to EVA through the ship geometry every time you come on board. Where are you? I can hear your body flopping about somewhere. He's gone. Oh, you said the beds have saved you? Alright, I'm on board. Anything else we can do then? Let's not take on that Lord Shadow one. That seems a bit unfair, doesn't it? small
I
hut
just got
with
a whole bunch of the same person. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they seem to be duplicating them for some reason.
Yeah, I have 7 different suspect apprehensions for the same guy.
It was the
Must be
same
on
for the
murder
other
spree
2
at the moment.
people. Oh, I guess. Oh, does it actually just keep? Maybe he's just trying to get himself out of there.
Yeah.
Well, land claiming only really applies to, you know, high security locations or places where there is a governing body. Obviously, places like Nyx, Pyro, there's not going to be any land claiming there. You're just setting up shop and hoping that no one finds you, or comes around and wants the place that you've got. So it's kind of it'll be different in each system, but yeah, in systems where you want to own the land, it's you'd have to pay for it, and then you'd have to pay tax. I guess we'd need to be able to scan the land as well to see or get the information from the hover trolley, hover cart thing to tell us, the surveyor, whatever it's called, to tell us what there is under the land to determine the price, I suppose, of how much it's going to cost, and so on. Do non-party players still show up in the MobiGlass map? Yes. I don't know. Do non-party members show up in the map on the MobiGlass, or is it just party members?
In the map?
Yeah. Everyone, you see everyone, don't you, on board?
If you're the ship owner, you should see pretty much everyone.
Oh, but you have to be the owner, do you? So I guess being on board
I'll
the
be honest, I haven't
Jump,
done enough testing with hostile borders not being the owner.
Because if we were on the 890 Jump and we wanted to see if it was just us on board or anyone else, we wouldn't be able to tell, would we? If that's the case, anyway.
Not really, no. The way his body poofed, I'm fairly sure he either logged off at the exact same time or crashed.
Yeah.
His name is no longer on the server list, by the way.
I'm guessing he crashed rather than just sort of waited and logged off as soon as we got there. It'd be a bit of a douche thing to do, unless it was just badly timed. But we got him up.
Honestly, it could have been an AFK boot timer as well.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, so these are all Lord
Let's
Shadows.
throw myself back at Crusader and see if anyone's camping OM1 and or Hathor.
Yeah, we'll all head back Crusader area and see what we can find around there. Oh, maybe we could hang around wherever we are. And oh no, we're at Pyro, aren't we? OMs don't really get that busy in Pyro.
Microtech, but yes.
We're at Microtech, are we?
We were a long way from Crusader, wherever we were. We're definitely not in Pyro.
Oh, well, I thought we just went to Monox.
No, we're at our core.
No?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, let's check around here then. If APOC's going, you could say you're going to Crusader.
I'm heading for Crusader, yeah.
Okay.
You guys are either at
at
Babbage
that
or
view.
Area 18, one of the two.
Oh, yeah, this is Area 18. All right, let's check around here, these OMs, and see what's happening. Although we're on PTU, I can't imagine we're going to find anyone. Well, actually, maybe we
You'd
will.
be surprised how many people camp in PTU.
Yeah, they get
No
access.
consequences.
Yeah. Sargon, how you doing?
And if you do get murdered like we did to
And
that
there's no
Idris guy, he can
consequences
just
on-
recopy and be
yeah.
right back in again.
True. All right, yeah, let's check around while we've got a bit of time and see if we can find anyone being murder hobo-y. Sure thing, Facemaker. Hope all is all right, my friend. We'll catch you on Friday. Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Yeah, shame that guy left. It would have been funny to see him come out of that 890 jump to just see see all those ships there, and then Nexus looking at him really angrily. Talking of which, I've still got to put this Lego bit together. This brick kit, Melon Man brick kit. It's so many pieces. Crazy how many pieces there are. We've got Mad Force represented. Yeah, Nexus's favourite ship. Let me get some water. But I'll be interested to see what the M80 is holding. Loadout-wise, any special weapons or secret tucked-away weapons. I guess tonight, on if they're still planning to go the whole, you know, releasing these little sneak peeks on X, we may see either the Stingray or the Starlight, or maybe the Tiburon. I don't know. OSD, when are we going to buy the Odin? I will certainly not be buying the Odin. Although we do have people in the org who want it, so there is a benefit there. Whoever does buy one, we will certainly be checking
the Eye on
it.
North Tower, by the way. There's no Odin display yet.
Is that replacement ball still there?
No. We would have seen that while we were at the
yeah, that's true.
Expo Center. It was huge.
Man, there's just so many ships coming out. And I now have time to actually invest in learning about them, not just surface level. I know when Summer was being born, there is a whole shade
to not spend money
there.
this Invictus.
You should know by now that's not going to happen.
I know, but then, like, the big headliner was the Ironclad, and then the Invictus itself was going away, and we were just getting DefenseCon. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be all Drake shit, I don't care.
Okay, you Star Citizen content creators, did you ask CIG in your Odin essays to give me the chance?
No, not yet. I'm sorry, I haven't written it yet. I haven't done my homework. Thank you for the follow, Max.
Homework has not been completed. I have.
No, thank you. Did you ask for Nexus to buy it?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a lot of work? Does it have to be 999?
I'm shocked.
No, it's up to 999 words. You could literally post Gib Odin, and that technically counts.
I might do something a little lighter than the 999 then, and try and send it your way. I mean, we would certainly be a beneficial org to acquire one.
Yeah, we've got hours of evidence on your channel of how much we love multi-crewing things the right way.
Yes, yeah. Even if it's painful, we still do it the right way.
Yeah.
Despite CIG's continuous attempts to make the game as a light fighter.
Yeah. But yeah, I will. It's gonna be so. I can't wait for when we get to these points of, like, you know, 1.0 is done, out the door. We have multiple sites built. We are building a space station. We have resources going all the way around the burst to each location for where it needs to be. You know, miners out doing their thing. All the support ship helping everyone while trying to get a space station built. Copy.
On Crusader.
And building, you know, once we built the space station, then building a Bengal carrier. But all the while, multi-crew will be where it needs to be. We'll have physical damage. It'll be specific ships for actual reasons. We'll have people on board this ship filling roles in these stations, in these seats, and engineers doing a job that needs to be done and using these ships to take on the bad guys. It's just
talking of multi-crew.
So cool to look forward to.
I was teased with something earlier today that I hadn't even thought of until now, because I had been thinking of other things. They have added crafting recipes in 4.8 for ship components, right?
Yeah.
You knew this.
Yeah.
One of the ship weapons that they have added to crafting in 4.8 is the size 6 guns.
Which could just be well, is that, do you think, for the M80? Do you think it could be leading to that?
Having looked at the size 6 guns on the floor again, I kind of don't think it's the M80 anymore. I was really hoping it would be, but they're huge. If they were that scale on the M80 as size 6s, that thing would be like C2 sized.
So, I mean, each weapon is like, what, 2 and some hour build, but what's it for? Because I didn't know that there wasn't actually any ships right now that technically...
So the Draugr, the Omni 18, the Mammoth, they're all now craftable, and I can't think of any reason to do that unless there's something that uses them.
Yeah, which...
There's a couple of options. The M80 really isn't one anymore, just having seen the size of them again.
Yeah, fair enough.
They have talked about the Ironclad getting a new weapon loadout versus what it had in concept. I don't know if that's assault only, base only, both of them, but they said the Ironclad is getting a new weapon loadout.
Yes,
but what I was reminded of earlier today was the existence of the Tiburon.
Hmm.
And how it's a hammerhead with many less turrets. But what if those turrets are bigger?
I mean, it's possible, unless the laser or the mount. I mean, I'm assuming the laser is going to be one of these that is unswappable, like a bespoke weapon that you can't really swap out. It's not going to be like a size 6 laser that can be swapped out for other size, like a hard point.
Honestly, the laser sizes I have absolutely no idea on, because the Idris has a size 10 and the Mauler has a size 9, so it appears to be completely detached from ship size.
Right, okay. But yeah, I mean, it could be... It would make sense that the Tiburon would have... Or a ship coming would have a reason to use them. And are they size 4s on the Hammerhead?
The Hammerhead has quad size 4 turrets. 6 of them.
But we have no idea about the Tiburon yet.
John Crew was shown a picture of a AI-generated Tiburon, basically a hammerhead with a laser, like Idris laser sticking out the top of it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And that ship had 4, possibly 5 turrets, and his response to that was fairly accurate, but not as many turrets.
Right, so you would think less turrets, bigger guns.
So the pool is basically, it has 2 to 3, maybe 4 turrets tops.
Yeah.
But if those turrets are bigger, it could be quite spicy.
I mean, there's a lot to work for there. Obviously, if they, between 4.7 and 4.8, as you're expecting, they're gonna, all stats are gonna reset. But I think going into 4.8 with all these components and weapons for ships, and I mean, obviously we don't know how much they're going to change with the whole balance and nonsense that's going on, but it would certainly be a fun org thing to try and acquire these things.
Yeah. I still would go into 4.8 expecting 4.9 to wipe it all again or reset it all again.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes from 4.7 to 4.8, then it's very likely.
Yeah, because the PTU is still resetting everything every patch.
Yeah, fair enough.
So as long as that's still doing that, I really, I want to make it very much known to everyone. Like, we can go and do the stuff. It's still going to be fun to go craft things and get the high grade components and different weapons and see what they do. But everyone, especially people who are focused playing solo, need to be aware that this is not persistent stuff.
Yeah, and it would be a waste if that's how people feel about the whole grind. So they've said
if you find it fun, but be very
exactly.
careful about grinding it out, expecting it to stay.
This place looks flooded. Basically, the fabricators are going to be allowing us to craft things of bigger sizes than the fabricator, but it will send it to your home inventory. So you're not going to be able to go out and do it in, put it in your ship and craft a size 6 weapon in your ship. It's going to be at your home inventory, and it will be sent to your home inventory rather than, just brought out on the tray. They've said it's going to be a temporary kind of stopgap until they get the bigger fabricators and things. But yeah, we will definitely, we need to kit out our crew, our ships, with the best of the best stuff to patrol and whatnot. More so than really the FPS stuff, because we use ships far more than we do anything else. So I think it is worth doing that kind of thing, starting with whatever ships we think, like the Revenant and our fighters. Oh, saying that, the Revenant... Oh, no, the Revenant uses normal, below 6 size 6 weapons.
Revenant uses normal guns. And honestly, guns are probably the thing you're going to want to craft the most, other than shields and potentially power plants, depending on which blueprints you get.
Yeah. But, wait, what am I thinking? Something I remember reading. Currently the snow stat changes for weapons, correct? But that's probably just a temporary thing until a PTU patch
so
comes
the
along.
Weapons had stat changes in the very first preview.
Yeah, tech preview.
In the tech preview that we had, yeah. That first tech preview, I think it was the transport tech preview. They did have stat changes for the guns. Every PTU since then they have not.
Right, so it's very likely to assume that they would have stat changes, otherwise there's not really any point in crafting them, other than just the unavailability of them.
It's It's possible that they don't in live, while they're still very obviously messing with the overall balance of weapons without crafting being involved.
Yeah, true.
And they just let us craft them quality notwithstanding, just so that we can
Yo,
have
Thor, thank you for the
access like
follow.
NDBs or if we want to craft attrition, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, even though NDBs are currently not actually craftable.
Yeah, NDBs will be craftable. The crafting reward for those is the final reward of the Xenothreat missions.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so... What ships are we going to kit out first, then? Would it be plausible to kit out the Idris, or would we go Polaris, Perseus, fighters? And just print out
depending
as much
on
as we
what
can?
resources we had, what we were trying to mass craft.
You should be able
I
to
would
craft
say
everything,
probably,
really.
Like size 3, 4, 5 guns. If we can start mass producing those, it's not hard to outfit at least the guns on a significant number of ships. If the guns
Yeah.
don't have stats, we can focus like power plants and shields.
True, but
at
I mean...
which point,
Sorry, go on.
size 2 and 3 shields will cover almost everything.
Yeah, that's true. And ones for any light fighters that we might need. But I'm assuming just crafting attritions, if 4.8 stays as it is right now, would just be the most direct way to do it. Yeah, do you mean just because of how overly powerful the attritions are, we shouldn't be able to craft them? Technically, we should be able to craft everything. The balance should be the one that really dictates how OP and underpowered things are, and like make it make sense. Because right now the attrition seems to just be the crazy be-all and end-all. But yeah, we should be able to craft everything. And as Apoc was saying, the downside currently of the whole crafting thing between these patches is the resetting of the stats. If that's going to continue on, it's going to be very frustrating, especially for people who grind heavily to get these items, to have them all wiped. As an org, it just gives us something to do. We enjoy playing together, we enjoy doing this stuff together, so we're not too fussed, because the next patch will come out, we might do the same thing again, we might not. It gives us something to get on with that's new, and we enjoy playing. But as he was saying, for solo players especially, if you're grinding and then you get this really cool crafted item, and then it gets reset the next patch, you're not going to want to do it over and over again. Oh, I see, as in Hurston died. Yeah, I mean, I get the point of it being like, it's their stuff, we should get it from the company who own it, but the same, we're eventually going to be able to craft ships, and it would make sense if we do good work for maybe a military contractor that we get access to Aegis, Anvil, but really it should be from the companies. Like, when they said that we will be able to craft ships, it kind of didn't sit right with me. Because that's like saying, I'm gonna, build a Land Rover and slap a Land Rover badge on it and call it a Land Rover. And Land Rover would be like, no, you wouldn't. So, like, I get the point, and it should really be... I think right now, they're just tying blueprints to missions and their rep, rather than what it might be more logically down the line, where it's like, you work for the company, you get access to their company goods. But the same goes for, like, if you're doing bounty hunter contracts, you should be able to unlock certain things that other companies make that the bounty hunting guild use, I don't think it should necessarily be restricted, but it could be built into law, like Hurston are like, absolutely no one else can build our own things unless you work for us and get your reputation up with us. Like, they could do something like that in the future. But yeah, as it stands right now, it's just simply, let's get this crafting out the door, get it working, have it, these blueprints attributed in a way that people can actually earn them. So yeah, I guess it would be cool to have it more based on the actual owners of the licenses, I guess. Yeah, platinum rep, exactly. But yeah, as it stands right now, in testing, in an alpha, where they first sort of only just really released crafting, it's more a case of, let's just give us options on how we can go about doing this, so that we can earn them in-game while we don't have access to that kind of content. You do not see the point in crafting weapons or components if... No, I mean, that's the thing. Personal preference. I see a point with our org, because we often go against other players, and if those other players are working to get the best of the best components, then I want to make sure that we have the best chance of doing that too. And again, it just gives us stuff to get on with. But really, I'm really hoping, as much as between patches, they have been testing LTP and it doesn't seem to be working at all, you know, between patches, crafted items. I'm hoping that with the PTU being the PTU and it being not really as important, I'm hoping that they have a way to allow between 4.7 and 4.8 and for the foreseeable stats to remain. Because it would be a really shitty oversight to have everything reset. Because grinding for this stuff isn't easy. And, you know, it takes a long time and a lot of effort. So it would be really poop if stats reset to base after you'd crafted it. I would actually be surprised, in all honesty. I would and I wouldn't. As Apoc says, there's a very strong chance that that's going to be the case, but I would be surprised if they allowed that to be the case, because I think ideally they would have that tracked and maintained across from patch to patch. But again, you know, we're in a work in progress build here. Crafting has just come out, so it certainly could and likely will happen. But understandably, it kind of puts a pin in people wanting to craft anything if they're not going to get those things back. Moose Run, thank you, sir, for the 27 months. How you doing? Good afternoon. Krakens. Oh, yes. I've actually forgot about the Kraken, thinking too much about the Odin and the Bengal carrier, and we will be using all these vehicles, hopefully for the purpose they're supposed to be used, you know? What if you could work for a group raiding the company? Ah, yeah. Maybe if you do something on the sort of, you know, for the gangs and so forth, they may do that as some sort of content where headhunters have managed to break into Hurston's headquarters and stolen blueprints, and if you work for them, you get access to their blueprints. That could be a good way of doing it on the other side, because something that I don't like, but it's just temporary, I'm sure, is that certain items I want, I have to do pirate gang missions to get them. Like, I would rather it be options all over. But again, it's probably just early doors, so it's like we're just getting the option for this now because they haven't hooked it up to anything else, and it gives people things to pursue. But yeah, it would make sense that whatever side of the law you are on, there will be limitations to what you can get access to, but there should also be other ways to get access to stuff that maybe require a little bit more work either way. Oh yeah, like any form of grind in Star Citizen is obviously it's sped up in multi-crew, but it can be a long time in solo. They did want to disguise gameplay at one point, like in the Karak raid demo. Disguise gameplay. What do you mean, Solomon? The arrowhead is rewarded by illicit contracts. Yeah, it's like people who don't want to be pirates might want that, you know. But again, it's just first implementation versus end goal. It's kind of, yeah, anti-corp, anti-empire, but otherwise good guys could raid for unique. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of nuance to make that possible. The one where they raided a base on Microtech and escaped on the Karak. Oh yes, yeah. Sorry, I remember now. Yeah, the journey continues or whatever. It was like a two-parter with the event in like I was at that event actually, and they started it, didn't they, with the journey begins or the something begins, and they had to infiltrate with the doctor's outfit. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, two sides of the same mission, just different, like same acquisition, but depending on who you are in the verse and the access of what you have access to. Sorry, the ability to get stuff. Yeah, suit lockers. I remember that. They had suit lockers working. That was like, oh my lord, 2018 was it? When they had NPCs coming and going, dropped off by the Valkyrie. Yeah, the freelancer could really benefit from the whole beast stuff. That's true. Anyway, it is now 10 minutes to the end. I am gonna log, guys. Thank you so much for that.
Yep, have a good one.
I'm sure we'll be checking out all the fancy stuff soon anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And talking more about it. Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Boop. But yeah, there's a lot happening. I'm just going to disappear. Hang on. Boop. There we go. I wonder how long it'll take before I actually disappear from the ship. But yeah, there's a new patch tonight, I guess. I assume nothing on Star Citizen's official X account for new ship teases or anything, which I am desperately wanting to see more of, especially with the Starlight. The OG Freelancer. Man, I loved that entrance at the front of the stairs. That was the best. It's such a shame that's gone. If they do redo the Freelancer, they need to bring that back. Yeah, the landing, yes, exactly. I really hope they can bring that back and just kind of as a nod to the original Freelancer. I don't want the flippy flappy thrusters. That's a bit weird. Are you going to do a... Oh, yes, we are going to do a DefenseCon stream. Yeah, we're all going to get into our civvies, go down, check everything out, check out all the new ships. Like what we did today almost, but hopefully with better frames and... I mean, comms were working all right, weren't they? That was weird. I can't imagine it's, you know, we've brought in a fix, but we'll see. But that's some good discussions there. What we got? What are we? Wednesday, so it's not till next week, is it, that everything's really kicking off? But that means, what was this week in Star Citizen again? We've got the roadmap today. I know that much. No, sorry, we've had the roadmap. I mean, we've got the monthly reports today. In fact, Peter's live. Excellent. Yeah, we have the monthly reports today, which are always a great read. The roadmap has just gone live. Well, it went live a couple of hours ago. Nothing new. Just basically committing pretty much all that 4.8 has. Where is this week? There it is. I will, of course, cover the news from the monthly report. Tomorrow, the patch report inside Star Citizen for Alpha 4.8 is coming. I mean, maybe it's... I wonder if they're going to try and drop it this week. No, they would have said, wouldn't they? They would have mentioned that. Star Citizen Live is Vehicles and Gameplay Q&A, which is the one from Bar Citizen, which I am somewhat in the middle of covering. But I will probably wait, to be fair, until they've posted that one to get more of the nuance and the information. Because trouble is, you get these sort of condensed versions and breakdown versions. You don't see their reactions and their sort of comments live. You just get something that someone else has picked up on and transcribed, which could miss a lot of stuff. Yo, JC, how you doing? The million rivets. Yeah, they looked really cool, didn't they? Yeah, suit lockers is something... Like, last we heard about suit lockers. In fact, they'll probably have the answer in the Bar Citizen from China, but they say they've got a prototype working that they will use to put into all the old ships. So, I mean, I don't know what that means in terms of how long it's going to be until we actually get it in our hands, but they actively have a prototype working for the PU for suit lockers that they intend to start rolling out to the old ships. The question is, of course, just when. Yo, Kill Switch, good afternoon, good evening from South Africa. How is it in South Africa tonight? All good, I hope. They totally ignored Essenborg. Were we supposed to write in or something? I'm assuming not. But we, you know, maybe they're bigger orgs. I don't know. Anyway, what have we got going on? Tonight we will see another PTU patch for 4.8. Hopefully reverting a lot of these damage changes that they brought in. Or not the damage changes, but the velocities, the armor gating and stuff, bringing that back a bit better as it was. It's going to be interesting going into 4.8 because it's very much a bit like that with 4.8. You've got a lot of really cool stuff, and then some sort of temporary downsides which can really hinder it a bit. You know, like not being able to loot or scavenged components properly without them breaking. And yeah, these weapon changes, I wonder. Just sort of seeing if that sticks. Spirits are high in South Africa. Oh, South African spirits are high. Planning on some chilled mining in the burst later. Very nice. What are you flying? Prospector? Gollum? Yeah, Roger, how you doing? Good afternoon. But yeah, so I've got videos-wise... Well, any new ships that come out, I'd like to be able to jump on and cover. I've got the new off-grid episode that's coming. I've got to test the Crystal Light. PIMAX Crystal Light. And the China Bar Citizen stuff, as I say, I'll probably wait for that to get dropped to live so that we know what's going on. Anyway, I am going to go. I will be back on Friday. We'll see about PTU or not. Oh, actually, Josh is doing something for the org where, because we're obviously losing a lot of, well, potentially losing all of our stats for the gear that we've crafted and whatnot. Let me just get the information that Josh is doing. Hang on, where is it? For the org, this is. Let me check notifications. Where is it? I'm better at using Discord on my phone than I am on the actual official thing. Because he's doing something for the org where we're doing like a mass craft kind of thing. Let me find it. There it is. So this week, there will be a meet held. You'll see this on Discord. I won't say where it is. It's going to be basically a crafting bazaar. And you will be able to go to this location, bring all the resources you have gathered in 4.7. They're going to throw quality out and just produce rare and non-purchasable items within the current blueprint pool. That once 4.8 drops, will just revert the quality back to the normal stats. I really hope it doesn't happen, but it sounds like it will do. Poking at Nexus. If all goes well, this specific meet will last about 48 hours for every member to participate. Any resources remaining after this event will be passed to Nexus to soothe his battered and beaten soul. So basically, we're all going to get together and craft everything and just craft the best stuff and hand it out to people so that they can use it for the duration of this patch, because it is likely that they're all just going to get reset. So thank you for doing that, Josh. That's very kind of you, mate. So yeah, if you're in the org and you want to take part in that, do keep an eye out on Discord for the information. You know where it'll be, and so on. But with that, I am going to pass the stream on to Pisspoor Pete. And yeah, Friday, we'll see what the latest PTU patches bring tonight, tomorrow, if there is two. And either play some of that. Maybe if we can get the Xenothreat stuff to work, if it's bugged or whatever, maybe we'll do that. Otherwise, we may just do a bit of off-grid and chill, or chat and chill. Unsure right now. It really depends on just what we see come along. But let's pass it on to Pisspoor Pete. Thank you all so much for joining me and hanging out today. So raid Pisspoor Pete. Do enjoy Pete's stream, and I will see you all on Friday. I'm sure we will get a lot of little sneak peeks at things, you know, like these new ships coming up. We will probably hear about some cool stuff in 4.8 inside Star Citizen, although I think we kind of know everything right now, don't we? I don't think there's much more that we don't know aside from the ships. But that is all I have for you. This is my end screen. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your mining kill switch. And I will see you on Friday. Much love, and bye-bye.